The concept of the multiverse, and the concept of alternative universes with alternative laws of physics. If there was something that they could do that might open up a door to a parallel universe, you don't think they would do it?
Hello, Brad with the face palm already. Welcome to I Gotta Turn On My Lights.
Usually I like Asians and stuff, and I support them. Right in that moment, you know what? I think they don't need the internet.
That man's brilliant. I don't know what you're talking about.
And Carl of MG Podcast is correct. People who hate Polar Express are communists.
The people who hate Polar Express are what?
Communists.
Communists. Okay, interesting. I don't know what that has to do with communism, but Carl wants some more ooh fart. I don't know where that is right at the moment.
I'm happy I don't know what that is.
You don't know what ooh fart is?
No.
Did you ooh fart?
Am I ruining ooh for you?
You're ruining the stream. I'm never here at the beginning. I completely forget what the intro is, and then I see it and I go like, I don't think this is a parallel universe. I think this is just the future.
Were you a Hasidic Jew?
Yeah, apparently.
I mean, it happened a little homicidal.
It happened in South Park.
There is no way I'm working for the IRS.
What if it's to cut down on the IRS and you have to work inside it?
And I have to work to get rid of my job. There's a reason I don't really do a whole lot of contract positions.
But I mean, President, we're gonna get President Steve. We're gonna get it.
I guess we could technically have President Steve. He wouldn't be the first felon to be president. Actually, wait, no. We don't have a convicted felon as president.
Exactly. He was never convicted.
I disagree, sir. I disagree.
Was he convicted? Yes or no?
Gotta serve time to be convicted.
You gotta.
You don't have to serve time. You can be convicted and not serve time.
You have to be
not according to the state of New York.
You have to be sentenced in order to be convicted.
You have to be sentenced.
There you go. You have to be sentenced. Right.
Plus, you can be convicted and just put on probation. I've done that to people.
Yeah,
Wait, that
would be a conviction. You're right. Also, just real quick, because I know I got a bunch of fucking tech bros watching this show. No, I don't. But everyone's talking about it. I've been paying attention to these H-1B visas for like the last 12 years. Every single president has raised the amount to come in every single time. So don't expect that to change. Now, if you're going to be upset about people who were cheering for America First type stuff and then being all like, we need to hire all the Pajeets, I don't blame you for being upset about that. It's weird.
Well, we need we need people to run the 7-Eleven.
I've worked with a lot of H-1B people. Not a single one of them have been a rock star. They're all just normal people, male and female.
That's not true. They all are geniuses.
The coding rock star is a very, very few and far between type person.
Oh, Guatemala.
They usually never stick around the same place very long.
Was that the whole Elon Musk "white people are dumb" tweet that happened?
Yes.
And Vivek jumped in on it too.
I don't listen. If we're hiring people from out, like a bunch of sniper rifle people, to help out with tech stuff, we're at least hiring them. They'll go home. They're not going to stay. It is what it is.
Well, let's be honest. Also, with the state of public education, we're not going to get many people properly learning except their pronouns.
Listen, we're really lucky. I know how to tie my shoe.
You know what? Everyone's all upset about Elon saying "fuck schools" essentially in that one tweet, and it's like everyone's all like, "Well, how are they supposed to learn to be engineers?" It's like I taught myself how to code. A lot of people have taught themselves how to code. Like
I went to I had a decent high school. Decent is the key word there. I did learn basic engineering and stuff like that there, and I would like, if I can get free engineering software and just do similar stuff.
Yeah, like it sounds like you actually did go to a decent high school.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was in high school, they didn't really have they had some stuff like that. Like they had a ton of computer classes, but in order for me to go into computer programming, I had to take like trigonometry, which was fucking retarded. And I wasn't going to do that.
We had programs for like not manual labor, but like blue collar programs, engineering programs. You'd learn how to do stuff. Like if that's what you want to do with your life, go and do it.
We had vocational studies.
Yeah, vocational studies. We actually had those.
We were shamed by all the white women for doing that.
White women want the white women want that.
I told you about that.
For doing shop.
Yeah, no, yeah, pretty much. I totally remember the senior English class I told you about, where like, one lady was like, I think it's racist that they have an agriculture track for all the Mexicans and minorities to do instead of going to college.
That's not true.
And I stood up and I'm like, hey, you know what? There's no women in this track. All the women are going to college. What do you think about that? Maybe that's why all women owe the debt.
Also, the problem is that those classes are actually learning about land management and proper growing and everything. And what the people that are coming across the border are doing are not doing that. They're day labor.
Bro, everyone missed out in my school because our consumer math teacher just like was so based and taught us what the Federal Reserve was. Like it was mind blowing.
Evil.
Yeah, it was so
my
good.
Finance teacher taught me what the Federal Reserve was, and I didn't understand it back then. But
yeah, why don't you learn about it in American history? Why is it consumers math?
But so the basest thing that my teachers ever said, like the really good teachers, they said, yeah, some of you are obviously going to go to college. A lot of you should not go to college. College is a scam.
Yeah.
They said we're going to need people doing basic level stuff. College is not going to prepare you for basic level stuff. We're trying to do that here. Some of you people are going to need to just stay here. Don't go to college.
A lot of this stuff, like there's a lot of stuff that's being taught in college that could be taught in high school.
Yeah.
There's
now especially because they're not learning it in high school.
Yeah.
When they used to.
Like English.
No, you didn't even learn shit in high school when I was there. I took 3 fucking graphic design programs, and all 3 of them taught me the same book on Adobe Photoshop 5.
Mm-hmm. You know what they should teach in high school? Seriously, that colleges shouldn't need to teach. Common fucking core. Why the hell do I need to redo English and all this shit in fucking college? You should be teaching me how to do the job.
Yeah, so where the kids go to college and don't have the basic reading skills that they should have, basic math skills. I'm like, when I graduated, had already taken 2 years of calculus.
Well, in California, like high school English was actually college in the 90s, like kind of like curriculum. And then now in the 2000s, college like English class was just understanding your what is it?
Your unconscious biases.
Yeah, exactly. You've
Ew.
heard it
Did you
before.
really?
How's that have
That's
to do with
fucking
English?
Hey,
other than the
Dermy, do you
word?
remember those Rockstar leaks that were coming out? I
Huh?
only believe them because they used that term. Because they use that term, we know they've been working on GTA 6 since like 2018. That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
The moment I saw those, my heart broke.
Same.
If the next GTA has any of that stuff in there and is just
They're dead.
yeah,
They're dead. It's fucking DOA.
Honestly,
you know
you
what?
have
That's
to be
not,
over the
that's not
top.
true. That's not true.
honestly, I
Those
think
fucking
if
Grand Theft Auto, the GTA Online players are a fucking
It's
plague.
addicted, they're
Oh,
addicted to
society.
crack.
Are a plague to the gamer fucking community.
They are, dude. They really are. I
'Cause
miss
love-
Red Dead Online.
They'll just eat slop. Same goes to
I
you Call of
love
Duty
G-
players.
listen, I
I
love
agree.
GTA. I'm looking forward to GTA 6 when it finally comes out to PC the year later.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking
And
play it.
GTA Online sounds like there's content to be made, but at the same time, I'm like, God damn, I don't want. I want you to be good. Just please be good. Please be edgy, and make the bad jokes.
Well, they're going to be edgy against the Florida white people. We know that.
But that's not the problem. They've always done that. They need
there's
to be
plenty
edgy.
of
They just need-
Latinos there.
they
I
need to
will
be
say
edgy to everyone.
There
they-
wasn't a lot of
Exactly.
fat twerking black women in the trailer. That's kind of my only saving grace with GTA 6. Like,
All
okay,
right.
like that was fun.
I want some Latino. I want some Latino cringe as well. Give the cringe.
Oh,
Give
yeah.
the cringe.
You could do that because the main chick is Latina and her uncle was like an ex-drug lord, and he's just gonna he should be criticizing her every move, and she should be making a fuck ton of mistakes.
I need
and
a
I'll
s-
make her relatable and funny.
The thing when it comes to like GTA 6 is the same thing I'm going in with Witcher 4. I need more information before I can criticize it. There's
No,
leaks,
I have
there's
enough.
rumors. I don't have enough.
Her
so.
eyes are cat eyes. That's all I need to know. I actually
they're-
liked the trailer. I liked the trailer, but she has cat eyes, and then I'm done.
But to your point, Shock, they need to explain what the fuck's going on there and why the hell is she a Witcher now because she shouldn't be a Witcher.
What's gonna be worse is that if they say that she still has her elder blood and she's a Witcher, that would be even fucking worse.
What is the
But-
one possible way that they explain away her being a Witcher that's acceptable?
She has to
I
have
don't
the
think
elder
there's a
blood.
such thing.
There's no, but you know
There
what? Be
has
cool?
to be something with the elder blood. That's
You
the
know
only
what
way
would
to
be
do it.
cool is if that was an optional ending. If an optional ending was, I don't want my elder blood, I want to be a Witcher, and you could do that. That would be interesting. The quest of her wanting it, maybe, but no, they're just like, no, we're just copy and paste The Witcher.
I think if you guys haven't checked out Hollywood Scholar's video breaking down the trailer, it's a fantastic video because he's
I know he's a
into
nerd. Yeah,
all the lore, everything
he's
about
a
it.
Witcher nerd.
He-
So here's the thing. I'm gonna play
I
Witcher
think he had a
4.
great.
I'm gonna play Witcher 4. I don't care because I loved Witcher 3. So I'm gonna play Witcher 4.
Well, I mean that's the same
And
reason
we'll
I'm kinda
see
going,
and I will decide from there for myself whether
well,
it was worth whatever money I decide to spend on it.
that's kind of the same principles I'm going in with Assassin's Creed Shadows. Like I like Assassin's Creed. I love Assassin's Creed. I know Shadows is going to be bad, but I care about this franchise, so I want to actually.
Yeah.
Ironically enough,
see
the
how bad it
chick
is.
would be the redeeming quality to Shadows. Like her gameplay could be fun because that's what I wanted in a Japanese Assassin's Creed.
Anyways, so how are you doing, Static?
I'm doing good. You know, it's
You sound better.
Yes, I'm not dying
You
this
sound
week.
great, man.
The voice is coming back. It's not quite 100%. I'm still having to blow my nose every here and there.
Nice.
But you know, things
Gotta get
life's
those nose
better.
cummies.
Yes, clear out the nose cummies.
The saddest thing is that you know what exactly what I meant.
You.
I watch Kirsha. Kirsha has information that I like to intake.
You like the Fox girls. It's
I watch
okay.
Kirsha. She's got information that matters. I will skip like the first 30 to 45 minutes where she's just talking bullshit with her chat. which is fine.
love
I
that.
get it. That's what they're all there for. But I'm there for
She doesn't
Yeah.
do like
meat.
Beardo
I don't
or
need the
Doc,
potatoes.
where she's like, "All right, let's put
No,
the
she's
Michael
a-
Jordan
she's
music on and introduce myself."
She's actually she just goes like hello, and then just starts chatting and hanging out, and
Yeah,
that's what I like.
There's a
about
lot of
you,
hanging out.
you sound more like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Kind of,
it.
yeah.
Hello.
That's actually exactly Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello.
I can only do that bit because I can't get her accent and the high pitched voice at the same time.
You know what's funny is
Dom, hold on. Dom says those chicken nuggets from Taco Bell. I knew it.
they were good.
Those chicken nuggets from Taco Bell were like one of the first things I ate after getting sick.
They should
Chicken
call them
nuggets
chicken
from Taco
bells.
Bell?
So they cured the mpox.
Yeah.
Jeremy,
So
they're
last
actually
Saturday, 3 of us got the chicken nuggets from Taco Bell.
I got bullied into it. I had to do it.
Me, Kratos, and Shock got the
Okay,
chicken nuggets
so
from Taco Bell.
to defend you, they at one point had chicken, like the chicken shell meals,
They did, yes.
and those were fucking good.
Um,
Those were damn good.
What makes it
know,
Taco Bell though? Otherwise, it's just chicken nuggets.
It's just nuggets. It's good nuggets.
so yeah, they're not a paste. They're actually breast meat.
It's actually, yeah. You know, it's
Like-
Are they,
really
like-
like,
Am I gonna
like
have to try
Mexican
these
flavored,
chicken
or-
nuggets?
yeah, they're really
Taco flavor?
good. You know, it's
Are they Mexican? No, they're not Mexican.
no.
Do they come with cheese dip?
You can
No, they come
I'm
with like
sure
a
you can order
Chipotle
cheese dip.
ranch.
They've got
kinda.
like their sauces. They've got like Chipotle ranch, and they've got some Taco Bell sauce, which I think is supposed to be their take on
It's like a
Chick-fil-A
spicy mac
sauce,
sauce. Yeah.
and then they had something else. They had a jalapeno honey mustard, which was my preferred.
I'll
Of the
try
three.
them.
You know what's
I
savage
will
about
I
me?
still
You
like
will
the nacho fries the best. Nacho
They're
fries are
small.
great.
They're small. It's like an order of 5, and they're tiny, and it's like $3.
I actually did like them, Don. You know what's more disrespectful? I went to Taco Bell, which is right next to Raising Cane's, and got chicken fingers.
That's
I was
kind
like,
of funny.
What am I doing with my life?
That could have been like a great fucking TikTok.
A white girl could have like shanked me, like if she saw that.
Would she
So
have shanked you,
topics.
or would she? Well, okay. So earlier, Shock brought up fat black woman twerking.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is the stream. We do talk
They're
about
great.
fat black women twerking. No, they're not great.
No, they should. No, they
No,
should be all
no,
over
no.
GTA 6.
I
Well, I
want
can
to
agree
know.
with that, but okay, Kel's in the chat. Okay, he went to Anime Matsuri for the first time my second year. He went to what is called a nerdlesque show, which is burlesque but
Yeah.
geeky and cosplay.
Yeah,
There's
dudes in my
one
shows,
girl.
too.
See, there's one girl, like the crew they have, fine fucking women, except for one woman who's black
Stop it.
and she twerks. I saw that show the first year I went. There's things that shake that don't need to shake that
Oh,
way. I
God.
like a nice booty that can jiggle here and there. That thing had waves.
The coochie has aftershock. Is that what you're saying?
No, the ass has aftershocks, and it was
Oh,
disturbing
okay.
and disgusting,
Oh.
and I only needed to see it once in my life. And Kel's like, "No, you should come with us again. You should come with us." And I said, "No, there's things
Wait.
there that you can't unsee." And even Kel's been saying in the chat, "Oh God," because you can't unsee that woman shaking her ass with aftershocks on her
It
ass.
just never stops.
Dear God.
It's just wave after wave. And she's just standing there normal. Like, she's not an unattractive woman. She's not fat, but her ass, she's standing there not moving and still shaking. It's like, what the hell?
Thunderclap.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's not, it's something you can't
No.
unsee.
No. I can see it in my head, and I don't want to.
I liked twerking before that.
So, who's going to this barbershop?
No.
But this is sports clips, bro. I don't even go to sports clips.
This ain't no sports clip.
Bro, I hated going to sports clips. Where they're like, "Would you like a massage, sir?" And I'm
Pretty
like,
certain I
"No,
know why
listen,
I'm not going
This
there.
guy doesn't look very happy about this.
Listen,
His
before,
boyfriend don't wanna-
I don't
okay,
think they know how to cut my hair.
Before everything that happened, I probably would have gone. Now, no.
Oh, they got
What does that
foos.
mean?
Oh,
my
play-
Korea.
Play some
foosball.
foosball.
Brad goes for the
I don't know what the
foosball,
fuck that
guys.
is.
He doesn't care about the.
Wait a minute, they're
winner.
grilling veggies and stuff.
I guess and you can get your nails done.
You know what? I think I would stand out here.
You
Maybe just
can't
a little
even
bit.
see that one. Bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. You're
Why
just
is she
shaking your
shaking
ass
it?
for your own joy there.
Oh, he happy.
He's happy.
I want you to notice that every single guy who's got these chicks twerking in front of him, except for maybe this guy, but he's kind of surrounded
No.
by it. But every single dude that's got these chicks twerking in front of him are not looking at them.
No, there was one dude.
He
towards
looks
the end
embarrassed. That one
he was
dude looked
like-
embarrassed.
Yeah.
A lot of them look embarrassed, but there's a dude towards the end that's like,
Yeah, this.
yeah,
Lou Williams.
not this one. Not
No,
this one. One more.
yeah. Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This guy, his face
He's
is
looking
like-
straight up.
Yeah.
Now he's enjoying it. He's like,
That looked like
"Yeah."
fucking Gorlock the Destroyer. What the hell
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah. Where is
they're
this?
If I had to guess, Chicago.
Chicago?
Yeah.
There weren't a lot of clothes for Chicago.
Dom, no. I love you too much, Dom, to take you to something like that.
It's in New
Again,
York.
I
Let's
used to love
go.
twerking at one point in my life. I can't subject somebody to that again.
Yeah. You need to do more squats in your dolphin shorts.
Those are me doing squats in my shorty shorts is more appealing than what
I
I
don't
saw
know.
that day.
You're gonna
Shock when there's aftershocks on a woman's ass when she's standing still and doing absolutely nothing, not moving. There's something wrong
That's
there.
silicone, man. Oh Jesus. That's nasty.
Her tits weren't.
Yeah, we really should not be speaking anything bad about that.
Even women who wear prosthetics, I just call them trannies. You just look fake. I don't care.
Guys, this is the wrong day to be speaking
Oh.
bad about that barbershop.
The Mormons.
It's
not here.
fucking Jonica. It's fine.
No, it's not.
Chanukah.
Chanukah?
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah.
No, it's
I
spelled with a
believe
K.
the correct pronunciation is Kwanzaa, gentlemen.
I don't
That's
know
a
what
fake
Kwanzaa
holiday made by a
is.
black man that wanted AIDS.
Now everyone's playing.
No, he
Stellaris,
kinda
which
killed two
isn't
women or
Stellaris,
something.
that game that's
Yeah.
been in.
No,
No.
it's not what you're thinking of.
What am I thinking of?
I forgot the name, but I know you're talking. I confused it with this game at one point. The one that Benology plays.
Yeah, and fucking John Connors.
Yeah, they play it. It's in beta test for like 20 years, and they keep paying for DLC that's supposed to be like,
Oh, the game you're talking about. I can't think like that really big game that people.
I'm literally gonna go to Benology's YouTube channel and I'll let you know what it's called.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see.
I don't
we'll see if
follow
Ga-
Ben. I follow
have-
his sister.
I know what game you're talking about. I can't think of what it is because it's been
I have
like
a
early
video for
access.
Gal where I need her to
indie.
answer for her people and why they're fucking weird. So hopefully she shows up after she's
For
done with
hobbits?
watching her
Uh-huh.
vampire porn.
Hobbits.
Wait, what? Vampire porn? What?
She went to go see Nosferatu.
Oh, I just watched the OG one.
I kind of want to see that.
I want to see it.
Star
too.
Citizen. That's the
Star
one.
Citizen.
That's
That's
what it
it.
is.
Yep. Thank you.
Did it ever come out?
It's
No, it's been in
out.
fucking beta for 20 something years.
That's what I thought.
But
So
what
it's
it sounds like is what they're doing is they're like gathering data to like build other software applications while people play the game.
everyone
Weird.
is very aware of what they're doing, and they keep giving the money, and it's your money as long as you're happy.
Yeah,
But I'm good.
because I bought Stellaris and then I thought that that's what it was and I sent it back. I got a
No.
refund.
Oh no! I confused it too.
Well, I sat down to play it and I was like, there's a lot of fucking reading.
Yeah, it's Civilization. It's Civ. It's Age of Empires. It's Civ. While Starship or whatever, Star Citizen is actually kind of more what, Starfield was supposed to be. Ooh, you saw Nosferatu? Was it good? How was Johnny Depp's daughter? I heard.
I still need to see Sonic.
she-
I want to
Yeah, I
see
need to
Sonic
see
3 and
so.
Nosferatu.
Especially because I'm a nerd.
I
for the
heard No
OG
Man's
game.
Sky is also pretty good.
I love
Yeah.
No Man's Sky. I know
I
that
want-
people who bought it feel cheated, but I played it when the game was done and I love it. And I know that's not fair to the people who got fucking ripped off, but
Mhm.
completed game, I love No Man's Sky.
I don't think the people who feel like they got ripped off feel like they got ripped off anymore.
No, Adam still
Hey,
says
no,
fuck
there's
that
still-
game. Yeah, no. those
Oh,
people
well,
are
you know what?
very
Adam's also really good at holding a grudge.
Well, no,
True.
there are some people that are still really pissed off because it's also how they responded afterwards, which was
They were
going through
dickheads.
But it
I
was
remember,
all the
dude, I
updates are
remember seeing
free.
that trailer before it came out, and I was like, "Holy fuck, this looks
Yeah.
badass!"
I almost
Glad
bought a
I never
PS4
bought
for it. I almost bought a PS4.
All the updates were free though. Everything's said and done.
Yeah, good
They're
on them.
still updating. They added
Hey.
fishing.
They did the same thing for fuck, what was it? Cyberpunk.
Yes, they fixed. Well, that's a little different. I'm still gonna give the edge to No Man's Sky. Cyberpunk still has blemishes because there's a lot of features that they promised that were in the paid DLC.
The fucking NPCs are lifeless. It's almost
Yeah,
as bad as
it's
Polar
bad.
Express. I mean,
I will hurt you, you son of a bitch. There is a woman in the fucking on both ends. There's sexy women in Cyberpunk. Thank you very much. One of them happens to be a lesbian, and
Half of them are gay.
And the one that I wanted to fuck is a lesbian.
or have dicks.
because I technically have no
Or
dick
dicks,
in that
yeah.
game. I can actually sleep with her.
You can
Here's the
actually
thing.
what?
I don't like either or. I don't like
Oh,
in RPGs. I don't like characters having sexualities. The NPC sexuality is me. It doesn't matter if I'm a boy or a girl. You're gonna fuck me if I want to fuck you. Okay, Fem Chef is gonna fuck Miranda, and I don't care.
Cal, are you talking about
That's besides the point.
Cyberpunk or No Man's Sky with this
No
one?
Man's Sky, I think, is what he's talking about.
I think so too. I just want to make sure.
But when it comes to Cyberpunk, for example, everything's based on what your junk is. It's not based on anything else. So you can be like a
Yeah,
big burly man
but I
with
mean,
a vagina. and
Isn't
still
that
get the
kind of how it
lesbian
works in real life? It just depends on what your
Well,
junk
no,
is
it's actually what
and
you
what
choose.
junk you like.
It
It's
kind of
not-
makes sense in Cyberpunk though, because that's kind of how that whole world is set up.
Oh yeah,
So-
if futuristic, you can be as progressive as you want. I don't like when you get fantasy and you're making fantasy all trans.
The only yeah, I can agree with that. The only time if you do have it, you have to really explain it and have a good magic system to explain it. And also, why the fuck? If you're gonna be a tranny in a fucking fantasy setting, wouldn't you just look like a goddamn woman and not whatever was in Hogwarts Legacy? But that's besides the point. When it comes, my biggest criticism of Cyberpunk is like the tranny character. She has a trans flag on her truck, and it's like they wouldn't care.
yeah, it's
The
2020.
amount of trans people that would be in that universe is insane. They would not give a shit about a trans pride flag.
No, yeah,
Like,
I
but
agree.
my God, for fuck's sakes, your birth mother might as well just potentially be your birth father because you don't even know, because that's how that universe works. You could become something completely different.
I mean, she was a very mediocre NPC that was very easy to ignore. Like, she wasn't like main quest in your face.
No, but
I didn't even notice
I
the
liked her.
flag.
You
It's
you
cool,
don't
yeah, I do
notice
like
the flag. It's like a later update that they ended up putting in. So if you
Oh,
do her
they
quest-
added it?
Yeah, if you do her
Oh.
quest line, when you go over to her garage, it's on the back of her truck.
Well,
out of
it
the
should
blue.
always be on the back of her truck.
But no, it shouldn't be there, period. But it wasn't in the original game. They just added it.
Oh, they added it. Interesting.
Oh,
And it
was,
doesn't make sense it doesn't
Oh.
make sense for them to have a trans flag in Cyberpunk. 'Cause it's it's a whole completely different universe that they already count for that. The whole transhumanism stuff
Oh,
it's
I
there, so they
see
would
what you're
not give a
saying.
damn. They wouldn't give a damn about a trans flag. It would just be a natural occurrence.
You can make your penis a gun if you wanted to, bro.
yeah, but
It's a
the thing
whole
you forget is
system.
they're
agree
not
with you.
designing a world. They're just placing what they think our
Yeah.
world would be in that. That's they do with all media these days. Like, go to
Yeah.
watch any science fiction. Like, you watch new Star Trek, Kurtzman Trek. It's like there's this whole storyline in Discovery with a trans character. When you're in the 32nd century, what the hell does it matter?
Oh
Why
god,
does why do the
yeah.
pronouns matter?
doesn't.
Yeah. But like in Cyberpunk,
Or-
the reason
or-
the trans character works so much, especially within that world, is because you don't realize it's a woman until you don't realize it's trans until you play her storyline,
Yeah, the very end she tells you.
and it all just starts coming out, and it's like I didn't even know the whole time, and
Yeah, it's
it
part of her
makes
story.
sense, and it makes sense for that world. It makes sense on how that world operates that
That's
you could do that.
kind of like Conclave. Did you see Conclave, the movie?
That sounds familiar.
It's about selecting a new pope. Guess how it ends?
Oh. Wait, is it new?
Oh yeah, came out in like September.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't like this idea. I don't like this idea.
Literally, Jesus.
Actually, it was actually kind of well acted, and the story was good until the last 10 minutes when we find out what the new pope is.
Oh, that's like
Granny?
every movie today.
I'm gonna take a page from Brian Roger Athy. A tranny demon, is that what it is?
It is a person who's born with both male and female genitalia.
Oh, fuck off. You mean like 0.005% of the population?
That wouldn't make that
Close.
that would never fucking happen within the Catholic Church. I'm not a fan of the Catholic Church. I'm not a fan of how progressive it is becoming. Don't get me wrong. I am Catholic, by the way, so I get to say this. The rule, thing would never happen. Because the hardcore, even though like the upper echelons are still weird, they still try to put on a conservative face.
Mm-hmm.
They try. They would not let that happen.
It's all a secret. It's all a secret that must be kept.
Oh God, that sounds so cringe.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was good, well acted. You had Stanley Tucci, John Lithgow was in it, Ray Fiennes. And then, it was well acted. And it's interesting. It's like the selection process because it's always supposed to be very secretive and everything.
I think Disney, because Disney movies are so like produced and acted and directed so terribly that even like modern garbage, we're like, oh, well, at least it wasn't The Acolyte, like
that was basically that's kind of my review of Skeleton Crew. Yeah. At least it's not The Acolyte. I guess a kid under 10 would like it.
Yep.
Except the part where they conscript children to be soldiers for war. That's not good. Look. Or when the pirate actually holds a knife to the child's throat. Yeah, although that was kind of Goonie-esque, I guess. So
I'm sorry, I meant to ask at the beginning of the show, even before the show actually. Did anyone bring any retard nominations?
I have a couple that I think we should put in.
I said E-Thought of the Year.
I'm not doing an E-Thought award.
But there's a bunch of categories. There should be categories.
To be perfectly fair, I completely forgot that you were doing the whole.
It's fine. Like I said, this was a bit impromptu. Next year, we will target to have a full-on award show. Possibly
I nominate Dermy.
Possibly called the Tardies.
That works.
Okay, we'll just give it to you this year.
I will have
but we'll do a little minor.
Oh, the award could be a TARDIS.
No.
Oh, that's
no.
Because of how bad it's become.
Dude,
the award's gonna be a rubber helmet.
No, let's have it. Mr. Retardus is
put a retard helmet on the TARDIS.
Let's have it. Mr. Retardus's profile picture, because when you see his profile picture, the dude looks retarded while holding a TARDIS.
And we need to have an AI have Chudigawa or whatever his name is give you the tardy. Yeah, he gives you the tardy.
Oh, Shudi will give you something.
Yeah, he twerks after.
I am actually shocked,
and then he cries.
I'm actually shocked that my review is doing decently.
None of my stuff is. No one's watching Skeleton Crew. No one's watching any videos on it.
Well, I mean, my review of Doctor Who was my first.
Very
review
good
since
and bad.
The end of Doctor Who.
On Skeleton Crew.
Yeah, I've heard
it's actually, I think for kids it's kind of okay. Some of it is a little dark.
I think what it.
Hey, Joker.
Howdy, Joker. I think what it like when I was even like assessing Skeleton Crew before it came out. I haven't watched a single episode. I specifically told Adam I think it's gonna be probably like Bad Batch, because that's kind of how I think that they're making it. It's going to be retarded. And their argument is, well, it's made for kids, even though it's just all around retarded. It's not going to have a wide appeal, and it's going to come and go, and nobody's really going to care.
I think that's the last part's the best assessment. It's not going to have any effect on anything. It's a one-off. Anyone think there's going to be a season 2 on this is crazy.
Well, that's what they should do. They should just focus on making
Moon Knight
a good thing
for season 2.
Who even remembers Moon Knight?
I know.
I mean, honestly, the big thing that I've heard about Star Wars, the big thing I've heard about Star Wars is how much they spent on Andor.
Oh yeah.
That's the only big news you've heard out of Star Wars. And Star Trek, of course, the possible erasure of Star Trek Discovery from the timeline.
Great.
So you see, Kel is nominating Fannie Willis for a
That's a
Tardy
good
Award.
one.
Now you see, so that's something we got to talk more about for next year. Like I want to come up with categories and stuff, and like one of them would be like worst take of the year.
Oh, Beardo. Let's give it to Beardo. Sorry, Dermy. Let's take it from Dermy and give it to
No,
Spider-Man
no,
not
I mean,
woke.
Dermy
It's not
got
even this year.
snubbed.
Last year,
I'm
wasn't
giving
it?
it to Beardo.
no. The thing is,
See, I think one of them
Beardo
should.
doesn't know how fucking mirrors work. It would actually work with fucking Beardo.
Hey, Dermy actually
Motherfucker.
does leg day. Okay, Beardo.
Yeah, I do leg day.
He does it on Scream.
Yeah, on Friday nights when
Blow
we
up
pay him.
watching it.
I can't get over.
You know
the
what?
fact-
Hey,
Hold on.
Gaylord.
I can't get over the fact that Beardo literally thought that it was bad editing for Superman to look into a fucking reflective surface on a control panel. And it's like, it's a control panel, you dumb fuck. No, it should, the fucking stag should be reversed. You should see the S of stag, and everything else is reversed. No, it's a control panel, you fucking moronic asshole.
missed
do you not know
this.
how
What is he
mirror
talking
works?
about? Wait a minute. I'm gonna look at the
What was
trailer.
this?
This was,
What was
so,
this?
Oh, okay. This was last Friday.
Oh,
think it was
dang,
last
I was
Friday.
in the field. Yeah, I missed
On
that show.
it. So yeah, it was last Friday because it was the day after the Superman trailer came out. And I shit you not, Beardo's on daily complaining that when Superman looks into that panel,
Oh!
it's bad editing.
Oh, I see
because
what
he's
you're talking about
convinced-
now.
Yeah, he's convinced that it's supposed to be like a mirror of some sort, and Stag should be reversed. And
Well,
he
no,
was
Stag's on the
hiding
screen
everything. Yeah, Stag's on the screen but
because
he
you can
thought it
see
was
the
like a mirror.
S is reversed.
Yeah, he thought it was a mirror and that Stag was behind him. So why is it Stag reversed?
Although I will say that
don't know.
it is a shockingly clear image of Superman
Yeah,
against the screen. But it could
like,
be,
there's-
a mirror screen or something. Who knows?
So wait, hold on.
it's a
Max-
reflection.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Fuck all this Spider-Man stuff. Fuck Beardo. This Maximus Retardus has a very interesting point. We're gonna have the most retarded award show. What would
Yeah.
be more retarded than making a bunch of retards pay for it?
That's true. $30.
I was thinking $1, but
Okay.
I like this idea.
Subscribe to my kick and you can vote. You know what's funny is like that would actually have made more sense. Subscribers vote, and then you can just have gift memberships and have people vote. That would be. I could
Yeah.
get behind that.
yeah.
I think you have to nominate anyone who bought into Haktua's Dogecoin or whatever.
You're right.
Just
you
a
gotta buy
coin.
my
Don't
meme coin.
don't
You
you
gotta-
bring
you gotta buy
Doge
my
into
meme
this,
coin.
you son of a bitch.
I'm
Leave
gonna
the
get-
dog
At first I
alone.
was thinking about Haktua, but I mean, it's really not her. She's an idiot. Anyone who promoted her or bought her Bitcoin, that's a level of tardation.
Is there a Tard coin out there yet?
I think there is. There's a wife
Yeah,
jack
probably
coin.
is.
Ask AI to make one.
Tard coin.
There's a whole app that will make it for you now.
Okay, hold on.
There's like a
I'll
whole
let you-
freaking
Let's make
streaming
Duke
platform on
coins.
making fucking.
There
meme
is a
coins.
Tard coin. It's oh my god. It's Pepe. There's a Tard coin. Where's it at right now?
half a cent, not even.
75 point. Okay. What year? What day is this? Do I actually have to go on Coinbase? Oh wow. Anyway, there's a Tard coin. There's also a wife jack coin. I might buy it.
You know what? That seems cheap compared to what pay-per-view used to be back in the day. Pay-per-view for something like that back in the like late 90s was $80 or some shit.
Ooh, that's expensive even today.
Yeah, wrestling used to be expensive as fuck.
I
I want to say, back
remember
in like
that.
late 90s, early 2000s for their pay-per-view events.
I remember that.
Same with the boxing.
But I was just about to bring up boxing. Like I remember my stepdad told me how much it was like he paid like $100 for boxing, and I'm like that's a lot of money to watch like a game. He's like, yeah, well, that's why you have to gamble on it because maybe you can get it back. And I'm like, yeah.
Speaking of which, has Geno Smith thrown an interception yet?
It don't matter because Patrick Mahomes hit the fucking over.
It matters for me because I went and put the exact same bet just without Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, let me go see. Probably. He's a fucking bum. Of course he threw a pick. I've been watching it, but they haven't been doing anything, dude. It's 6-3.
I'm a little annoyed. I should have the 1 week I don't play Travis fucking Kelce, he scores 20 points.
Why don't you play, dude? Play your studs. Don't be cute. You learned that lesson.
Oh.
Well, I traded out Travis Kelce for what's his name? I'm looking at it.
Oh my.
Wow.
Mark Andrews is who I traded him out for. Because
I don't know
Kelce just wasn't scoring, so I went with the Baltimore Ravens tight end.
You know what? So I've just decided one of the categories for next year's tardies, and it's going to be the just because.
I like that.
Because Gal drafting a tight end in the first round would have satisfied the just because.
You know what? You're going to have to get these categories done early so we can start remembering them.
Oh, actually, no.
Have them done in the next couple of months, and all.
Dermy drafting an undrafted kicker in round 5 because his name was Matt Gay. That's just
no. I always down the hill. That it was perfect.
So I have in my money league. I'm a 7-7 record, and I'm in the finals against the guy who's 13-1.
Ooh, nice.
So why didn't you translate those skills over to their actual league?
Because this is money.
Yeah, he neglected our league. I can tell.
He didn't care about us.
But at least you know how to draft.
Wait, I'm in the final at 7-7.
Bro, I mean, I owe you a drink because I don't know why you dropped Trey McBride. You're on crack, bro.
The greatest moment in our fantasy league history.
It just started
of 1 year.
Me, what's his name?
Ayuk for Rashad White.
Yeah, you traded me Ayuk. Then you would go like, okay, trade it to Dom. So then I start bartering with Dom, and Dom blocks me off, and then doesn't get the pick because the next week was the end of trading.
Nah, oh, that sucks, bro. Remember, dude, Professor Savage dropped Puka Nacua, and I just picked him up.
Fucking idiot!
I know.
Could have really screwed some shit up doing that.
I know. Fun time.
I hate fantasy and I love it all at the same time. I hate you, Shock.
Hey, if anybody wants to join our league, huh?
Can't you make it so that certain players can't be dropped?
I think it's already a rule.
Yeah, you can have a
you're
legacy
right.
player.
Oh no. If
I don't
he's
know
on no. You can if he's on IR.
Okay, yeah.
For Yahoo, it was your first top three picks couldn't be dropped unless they were on IR.
You know, there's no way I could have beaten Prof last week anyway, looking at it.
No, I like Ego. I don't know if I can give him a tardy.
Oh, does he have bad wrestling takes?
Oh, he has some bad takes.
Really? I like Ego.
He was all about Jade Cargill, and we gave him so much shit for it. And we had like predictions for the end of the year, and this is like summertime. And I said, I predict that Ego will turn on Jade Cargill. And literally not 2 months later, he's like, I'm off the Jade Cargill train. And I'm like, all right.
How much did you pay him, Brad?
I did not. It was all Jade Cargill fucking up. I mean, she's a danger. She's a total danger.
Weasel. I don't know the names of any of these volleyball players.
I have ideas for next year for fantasy. One of which is we can't let Static get 3 top tier fucking players.
Dude, I mean,
although Shock, if you don't beat me this week, you really failed at
Look,
fantasy.
it's not my fault that everyone forgot Lamar Jackson is the 2-time reigning
I don't give
MVP.
a shit about him. I wanted.
Yeah, that's who the guy I'm playing has. What do you got there, buddy?
I blame Sam Darnold, bro. Like, I should have the number 1 wide receiver. And then the Jets are a fucking trash team. Breece Hall is such a good player, and that fucking team doesn't know how to run the goddamn ball. My team overperformed like crazy. If you think about it.
Shock. If you don't beat me this week, you failed fantasy. You want to know why? I have no right being in third place.
I told you would make the playoffs.
I have
Your
no
team's
right
not bad.
ending. I have no right, but me personally, I have no right ending in third place.
What do you mean? You
should
have
be
a
a-
You made
10-team league.
you made the right deals. You made deals that fucking destroyed Dom.
Oh yeah. I still don't know how you have James Cook and Josh Allen are still winning. That's also a weird
James
mystery.
Cook and Josh Allen.
Having a quarterback and the running back on the same team is like, to me, like insane. It limits
I don't
your
know how I
upside.
got James. I don't know how I got. I think I just picked up Cook.
No, you
don't
can
think somebody-
stack.
No, you
It's actually
drafted
smart to
Cook.
stack
You drafted
wideouts.
Cook.
No, did I
You
draft
drafted
Cook?
Cook like with your second pick or something.
Yeah, his second pick.
You can stack wideouts
No, I
and
did draft
quarterbacks.
Cook originally.
Yeah, but not
did.
running backs and quarterbacks.
Yeah, you can do it.
No, you limit your upside. Because
I
if your
know.
running back gets a touchdown, that means your quarterback didn't get a touchdown.
No, I didn't draft Cook. I had to have picked him up because
No, you
I had Montgomery, Irving, and Ayuk. at the beginning.
You drafted Cook.
I
Cook
don't
is-
think I drafted Cook.
Yes, you did not pick up a starting running back off waivers. You did not.
So, okay,
looking at
so
the history.
you did
I'm,
not.
I
I'm
don't
going to address
remember.
this allegation. This is. It's not an allegation. This is the truth. Static saying he doesn't really know much about fantasy football. Ended up killing it. Annoys him. Let me tell you what I did. I listened to what Shock's fucking process was, and I
Yeah.
followed it. And then
I
because
did the same thing.
I was able to, but no, I followed it in the draft. So like I also knew he wanted Saquon Barkley. So I
Fuck,
took
man.
Saquon Barkley when I could. And it made sense.
This league is so, not you guys, but like football in general is so fucking backwards. Saquon Barkley should have been the second pick. Should have been the second fucking pick. Why was he going in the second round? And my greedy ass thought I was gonna get Justin Jefferson and Saquon Barkley.
Can I just say something? Saquon Barkley, he looks like a kid with fetal alcohol syndrome and is like literally retarded.
You're not wrong. His
I
eyes are a
love-
little close together.
I love him.
I
let's-
hate no.
let's-
The
hold on,
biggest
hold on.
thing is I hate fantasy league. Shock. My best running backs are out. All my best like several of the people I was leaning on for the longest time are gone. I have to just now bet. I have to just hope and pray. And if I win, you fail.
Bucky's good.
I know. Yeah, Bucker. Oh fuck yeah, he's great.
Bucky's good.
I know some of the picks I'm making next year.
I lost a lot of players too, man. Brees Hall's a fucking bum. I don't have Kenneth Walker. Like the
Worthy's
Giants suck.
finally. I fucking knew
Oh,
Worthy
boys.
was going to pay off. That's why I never dropped him. I kept Worthy. He's finally paying off. And then take
That Chiefs game was so stupid because when the Chiefs are leading, they've been running the ball, which is why Steelers Chiefs, I took the under on Patrick Mahomes passing yards. Because I'm like, because the Steelers are gonna suck. The Mahomes is going to be leading by 14 points, and they're just going to run the ball. They didn't. They kept throwing the ball for some fucking reason. I'm like, where was this Patrick Mahomes the whole year?
Yeah.
They're ranking it up.
Where was
for
this whole
playoffs.
team this whole year?
I know. They're like vintage Chiefs for one
What
game.
happened is Zay Flowers got 2 receptions and 31 yards. That was
I
it.
think he sucks. I think he's
I
overrated as hell.
Dave Flowers,
I should
but-
not have played him.
Suck.
I hope Josh Allen is doing better this year though. This
I
week
haven't
because
seen
apparently
Flowers. What are you talking about?
apparently he's had a broken hand this
Yeah.
whole season.
How
Yeah.
the fuck is he? Okay, Josh Allen could have a broken hand and get multiple concussions and still play, but Jalen Hurts gets a tap on the ass and he gets pulled out for 2 fucking games. What is this, dude?
Well, how
So here's my dilemma. Here's my dilemma on my money league right now. So I have in my flex, I have Drake London, who's listed as questionable right now, but he's projected to get like 16 points. At the same time, I have Jameson Williams from Detroit, who does really well now and then, but he's projected at 12. I also have Goff. So do I stack with Williams and drop
the
London since
lines
he's
playing?
questionable?
Who
The Lions are playing San Fran.
They're gonna run all over them. Here's the thing: when the Lions blow them out, they run the ball too.
Do the Lions need the win?
They don't need those bomb touchdowns.
But do the Lions need the win?
They're already in the playoffs.
Right. But and the Chiefs, no.
The Chiefs dude, I told you, teams have regretted putting their foot off the gas when it comes to the last 2 weeks of the regular season before playoffs. Some teams are just keeping the foot on the pedal.
The Lions need the win to clinch home. The Lions need the win to clinch home field.
They could just put the foot on the gas
and then
going,
also
dude.
with your running back, he's now probably the first string running back because what's his face is injured on the Lions.
Sonic
Montgomery.
Knuckles. They call him.
So who's running back for?
Yeah, Montgomery was. Wait, was it Montgomery? Yeah, it was Montgomery. He was one of my best running backs.
I told you. I wanted to. You sniped him for me, bro. I thought I could have waited. Because everyone always wants to draft the rookie in the first round, but then it's like, no, they like the veteran running back.
I'm doing the same strategy that you taught me last year. I just know now there's people to actually watch out for and who I need to be careful of. Saquon Barkley and who was the other guy that fucking static? No, Saquon Barkley. No, that's
so. Let me tell you this, Dermy. Imagine if Christian McCaffrey was going at the end of the second round. Would you draft him? Or would you draft him in the first round?
At the end of the second round, hell yes.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley is Christian McCaffrey. He keeps getting hurt. That's why people don't want to draft him because he keeps getting hurt. This is the first year he hasn't gotten hurt. Guys,
remember that video I showed at the beginning?
Yeah.
Of the show?
No, I was late.
There's a part 2.
Oh God.
The Uwu one?
No.
Ah, the fuck!
I don't wanna.
Holy fool. Bro. Holy fuck, man.
Sorry, that just happened. But we should talk about some retards and then Polar Express.
Yeah.
It's all seems the same after watching Polar Express.
I agree, Alf.
This is great.
Are nerds. They're sports nerds. All right. Are we talking Polar Express first?
Hey, what's up, Cashcaster? I will not be making it to MegaCon this year.
I will.
No.
I'll be there.
You live like around the corner.
It's still 2.5 hours. I'm making it to Vegas too.
Well,
Oh,
but you're a lawyer. You have monies.
So here is the first group of retards I've got. We were going to talk about these people last week.
Oh, Jesus.
But I was sick.
Oh, there's a whole... Yeah, anyone cheering on Luigi Mangione.
Turn this down.
Oh, these people are psychopaths.
These people are insane.
You know what's funny? Did you guys see Melody Mac's video?
No.
Which one?
It's a good one, I promise. She's basically like Mario and Luigi are the Mario brothers. Luigi's the best brother. But I can't say how much I love Luigi from the Mario Brothers without being confused with falling in love with some psychopath on the internet.
That's fair.
Because the Luigi memes are like taking over, dude.
What's your excuse, Cash? You have cash. That's your excuse.
Another group to be on the list would be anyone in the audience. So Saturday Night Live that cheered when they brought up Luigi Mangione.
Yeah, that was really weird. Who was it that was talking? Who was it? It
was Colin Jost was talking about it, and he's like, "Yeah, guys, you know what you're cheering for?
Yeah.
Like,
although I will say that the joke exchange this year was quite good.
Yeah, that was really fucking fun.
I'll say this. The funniest. Not the funniest part. The saddest part about this Luigi Mangione thing, he didn't even have insurance through that company.
Well, you know,
with through United Healthcare, that wasn't where his insurance came from. So why did he do this?
You know why United Healthcare is so big?
Psychopath.
You know why United Healthcare is so big?
Yeah.
Obamacare.
I was gonna say Obamacare
Exactly.
because Obama worked with them.
All of our insurance shit is because of the government.
And you know,
nobody ever
now
wants to
for
have
some
these
reason,
laws.
somehow they said that this guy who was the CEO of United Healthcare is somehow like responsible for 40,000 deaths. I'm like, where the hell did you get that from?
Because people don't get insurance, and it's like, but is it this guy? No, it's all of them together. Well, I didn't know that we can group everybody into the same group. I didn't know we could do that.
He's not there planning out, the actuary tables. He's not planning out what qualifies for who gets it or not. He's just running the company. That they're not understanding the way an actual company runs a giant company. It's one thing if it's a mom and pop shop, you got 5 employees and there's like the owner. Okay. The owner's going to know everything. The CEO of the largest health insurance company in the country does not know the particular statistics of qualifications for insurance. He just knows that it's done. He's not even qualified to do it.
Let's answer Joker's question here real quick. He says, part of my ignorance, defend, deny, depose, ? So these were words that were etched on the bullet casings from that dude who killed the CEO of United Healthcare.
Yeah. And it's based from a book.
It's based from a book that was very much anti-healthcare and all this stuff. These people are cheering on the murder of this man because they hate capitalism, essentially, is what it is. Which, I mean, I don't blame them. I don't think there's anything about our current healthcare system that is capitalistic at all.
No, not at all. Not at all. In fact, United Healthcare became so damn big because of a socialistic program.
Here's the thing: these are the same assholes who want like universal income. Healthcare.
Yeah,
they want
they
healthcare
both
for everyone. So it's a right. It's a right, right? The only problem is these dumbasses wouldn't hold all the people who would die under that kind of healthcare system. The people would be on death panels and told, "Sorry, it's too much money. You're just gonna have to die from your cancer," essentially, like they do in Canada. Those people lives, they're expendable. They wouldn't have the same issue with those people dying because they're not getting coverage. But yeah, a corporation does it, then it's bad.
Well, I think it was Rahm Emanuel
for people to choose that way, or to be convinced to choose that way. They think it's the right thing to do it. It's disgusting.
I'd kick that fat foot out from underneath this asshole.
She's gonna have to cut that foot off soon, bro.
Yeah, after the sugar foot. After the sugar foot.
That's one thin ass leg.
And
is that an arm?
Horny Alf makes an
tomato
excellent point. So the same people who were for the Fauci ouchie are in favor of pharmaceutical companies getting killed.
God.
Yeah.
Beautifully put.
These people have, here's the thing. You always have to remember, these people have no moral logic and no logic at all. 1 minute they're praising pharmaceutical companies for the Fauci ouchie, as you pointed out. But now they're like, oh yeah, they're all evil, awful things. We need to be against them. But it's like they have no consistent standards. It's all nothing makes sense with these people.
think the standard actually is consistent. They like when institutions get authoritarian.
Hey, Forkin.
Yeah. Same people that have those tattoos have Pfizer tattooed on their ass.
Yep, you're right. This is what Alf just said. The same kind of people who got tattoos for COVID shots. Fucking faggots.
I'm trying to remember what it was called. I think it was quality adjusted life years. I think that's what it was called. Well, Rahm Emanuel was involved in this. There's a certain age at which point it is no longer profitable for you to receive full health care. So at that age, the whole idea behind socialized medicine, if I'm recalling this correctly, is like your healthcare starts to taper off. So like, I think it's in your early to mid 40s that you would not receive the level of quality of healthcare as a younger person, because a younger person could contribute more towards society.
If we want to see
that's what death panels ultimately are.
No, if we want to see how universal healthcare works here in the States, all you have to do is talk to somebody that goes to the VA.
Oh my God, yeah.
They're still waiting right now.
They're still waiting. Yeah. They stopped working on the VAs. I used to work at a bunch of VAs, and then they all just lost funding, and I don't work there anymore. I don't know what they're doing.
That's how. You just talk to a veteran. about how their VA times goes, and or any stories about that, like get those people telling you how their healthcare system works. Yeah, that's gonna be all of us under that socialized healthcare. It's all gonna be shit. Everybody's gonna be depressed and angry. It's not gonna work. And we're in this situation because the government got involved in the first place.
Well, they're no
like
best.
people look how bad the healthcare system is for Canada and England.
No, the healthcare
we are a
system in Canada is
massive, massively huge country than either of those countries. It will be 4 times worse in the United States.
With the Canada has what, 60 million people, maybe.
What's easy when your tax money doesn't have to go to, you know, funding your army because you just use our army.
Yeah, we're always taking advantage of them. We act
40 million.
The most prosperous country in the world. We're constantly taking advantage of, but yet we don't do enough, guys.
Oh, I know, dude.
Okay, so
America's a
basically,
bitch,
basically Canada has a little bit more than the population of California.
Exactly.
America is the sugar daddy.
Why do we allow that country?
Yes, we are. America is the world's fucking piggy bank.
Yes.
Well, we have to be because we invented slavery. Remember?
No, we did it. We just took advantage of Africa inventing it.
Yeah,
that's not true. We invented it.
Well, actually, no, the Middle East, but yeah.
We're the world's sugar daddy, and we don't even get the sex. You know, it's the worst kind of situation.
They know where sugar bunnies.
No blowjobs.
We are the
68
we are the
million.
male fitness of the world,
dude. Yes,
except we don't go around assaulting everybody.
68 million in the UK. So you add Canada with the UK, it's still about a third of us.
Here, can I? I know this is healthcare that we're talking about, but my brain's on this because Pierce Morgan shit like this. I said this to Silver. I always laugh when Pierce Morgan says when Russia illegally invaded Ukraine, and I always think to myself, is there a legal way to invade Ukraine?
I know. Well, it's because of NATO. They hold so much esteem to NATO.
Fuck NATO. Fuck
Ukraine
they
is
have
not a NATO.
power.
They don't care that they invaded a country. They care that they said NATO said don't invade country that already bordered your land that used to be your land. You can't reclaim it back because
The
we
most
said
ridiculous
so.
thing is when
We're a third of the country wants to go back to Russia.
Yeah,
the most
exactly.
ridiculous thing is when anybody says anything about, well, the UN has declared you are doing war crimes.
Exactly.
The UN.
What the fuck can they do?
The UN is like, oh, you violated the law.
Okay,
Our blue helmets will stop the war.
Enforce it, bitches.
Hey, Joker, the Californians have been moving to Nevada just as long as they've been moving to Arizona.
They've been moving to Kansas.
I think Nevada
we've been affecting
might
everywhere.
not be as bad off as Arizona.
Yeah, you guys.
We're full.
The bottom row here. You guys need to get your shit together.
Kansas is next.
You do.
Now, coming for you, Jeremy.
I love Silver.
The U-Hauls will all run out around Kansas, I guess.
Listen, I love Silver to death. He's been hanging out. He's heading back home to tomorrow, so we hung out most of this week. He's convinced that there's going to be a red flag event, white flag, whatever. There's going to be a fake attack. He's
Black Swan.
He's convinced it's going to happen. And in his scenario, he said they're going to nuke California. And I just looked at him, go like, well, I mean, if they do that, are we really gonna go to war? Like, it's California.
No,
I saw that Superman stop
California sayonara, boys. Like
that nuke. That no. Listen. If they nuke California, it'll probably look a whole lot better than it does now.
Look, we'll have Lexburg. We'll have Casa San Lex. We'll have Otisville. It'll be great.
California is still beautiful. It's just LA and San Francisco.
If they're gonna false flag, they're gonna nuke like some state that's not gonna have any effect. Like Sam might be a goner. That's just, to be honest.
I'll tell you what they won't nuke. They won't nuke Alaska.
Nuking Wyoming would be retarded too, or anywhere out there because of all the resources available.
Oh, you don't want to nuke like Yellowstone. There's a super volcano there.
Oh yeah,
Florida.
You do.
We don't have.
Well, no, there's a lot of military bases, bro.
It just clicked. And Brad said he's like, he's right.
I know exactly where CENTCOM is. I'm in the blast zone.
I don't think we're gonna say like people talk about the drone stuff. I honestly think the drone stuff is some of the most boring shit out
You
there.
notice how the drone
government.
shit's just falling out of the news?
It's the government.
Yeah, because people are
always.
just bored. It's the end of the year. People are trying to find stuff to talk about. For fuck's sakes, Jeremy from the Quartering made a 12-minute video today about Tim Pool saying there's big news coming in January 1st.
I knew that
know.
was clickbait. I'm so glad I didn't watch it.
And then he talked about all the rumors from last week.
I don't even know. Like, everybody's really desperate right now. This is usually what happens around this time of year.
But we know we know what Tim did. Tim, don't know if you noticed that Tim has gone all pro-Israel. You know what that means?
He's always been pro-Israel. Fuck him.
He's been bought out by the Daily Wire since.
It's just common fuck. It's just using your goddamn brain.
There's
Have you
something.
bought out by the Daily Wire?
Not everything.
Okay, hold on. There's something to be said about Tim Pool's reluctancy to criticize
I can
the
agree
state
with
of
that.
Israel.
Yeah, definitely.
He says you can criticize the government, but a lot of like the current.
He says you can criticize it, but he won't.
He won't do it.
Maybe he just doesn't feel like they need criticizing.
Like he
I
is a
think they do.
fence sitter, guys.
Yeah, he's a fence sitter, but like even I can sit here and say I think some of the things Israel is doing is wrong. At the same time, I support them glassing every motherfucker around them.
I think their very existence is wrong.
It's Hanukkah, sir.
No.
Next thing you're going to say is Africa should not exist on Kwanzaa.
Bringing democracy to Islam. Stop it.
That's not what it's there for.
It is.
We should never bring democracy
Have
anywhere.
a good night, Joker's voice.
Night, Joker.
Hey, have a good night,
You're
JP.
right.
See you next week.
People should willingly come to democracy. We can't force democracy on somebody that doesn't want.
No
it.
one should come to
100% agree,
democracy.
but
They
how
should
are
come to a
how are they
constitutional
forcing
republic form
democracy
of
on
government.
Other people.
Because they invaded, well, because they lost the land, right? And then they tried to go back to it, but you were surrounded by Islam.
This has been a fight for
that's
2,000 years.
Land. If you look
Shock,
at the
part
whole
of that-
fucking thing, it's their fucking
This-
land. I'm with
we're going
Jeremy.
into
I'd start glassing the
biblical-
motherfuckers.
We're going into biblical times when we
Yes,
start arguing
2,000
this
years.
shit.
This land has been fought over.
Yeah. You're
Don't
an
try-
idiot to
and
try
also
to fight
part of the-
Islam over it. You've
And
lost
also
it.
part of the problem with that whole like region is also what happened after World War One, in which we broke up all the Sultan's powers.
Oh, yeah.
Tried to contain a bunch of shit, and it just didn't work. Like that land is fucked.
Yeah.
I supports Israel's right to exist. That land's fucked. They have all the right to glass every motherfucker around them. You have
I
superior.
don't know
power,
about the
take
right,
it.
but I mean, they could do it if they want. I just don't want to be involved.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I won't be involved.
I don't give a shit.
Just wanna stop paying
I
for
think
shit.
you're retarded for doing
wherever
it.
you guys want.
Yeah,
Can we just
I
make
know
things
that.
loans instead of aid?
Yeah.
We'll give you a loan.
No, stop giving them any money. I don't want to
No.
pay for to go get their own fucking for weapons and shit either.
Oh, I was trying to
No.
explain this to an in-law last night that they were worried about Ukraine and
Nobody fucking cares
Putin's-
about Ukraine.
Well,
It's
let me explain to you
goddamn
that
psyop. It's
these people watch the Today Show. They watch MSNBC.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
they're good
fucking
citizens.
god.
So they're concerned
Magically, Putin's gonna end
concerned
up
about
becoming
Putin, and yeah, that's what it was. And I said, Static knows what I'm going to say. Putin got what he wanted.
Land bridge, and then
Got
some-
it. And then I said, do you know how much money? And these family members live in North Carolina and Western North Carolina. So you know how much money we're giving to Putin, to Vladimir Zelensky again? Another $2 billion. How much money have we given to Asheville? We're not giving any money to our people.
Yeah, how many people? How much money did we get to fucking Hawaii after it went up in fucking smoke?
Eastern
And-
Palestine, Ohio.
And
Yep,
how much
that shit that's never even talked about.
in 3 years we've given Ukraine almost $200 billion
Preach
in the almost
gone places.
in
I
the
did not
70 years that Israel has existed, we've given Israel $140 billion. So in 3 years, we've given more than we've entirely given to the Israeli
That's right.
nation the entire
Ukraine's
time.
the people we need that runs us, not Israel.
Well, look, Ukraine is the most
Vladimir
moral.
fucking Zelensky.
They are the most moral and virtuous government that has ever
Oh,
existed.
fuck off! They're one of the most
Absolutely.
corrupt governments in all of
He
existence.
funny. He
They're
played the
on par
piano with his
Russia.
PP.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
true.
I remember
Oh,
when
did you
people
guys see the
remember.
Patrick Ben David show?
No, but I
No.
remember what people were literally saying at the start of the Russia-Ukraine thing. Ukraine's trying to fix its corruption. That's why we should support them, because they're better. It's like, they're corrupt though, so why are we giving them money? But they're trying to fix it, but they're still corrupt, so we're just giving them money to launder.
Well, it used to be
Like,
they were claiming their
That's
well,
what
no,
they
it
were
was
doing.
they're claiming their independence, but it's like no, they voted to join back with Russia, and then they had the coup.
And
The coup.
It's all no, but we're helping them seize democracy. We're defending democracy by defending Ukraine. That's why it's okay for Ukraine to nullify all elections and let Vladimir Zelensky rule for all eternity. That's
Absolutely.
democracy, guys.
He'd do the funny.
So back to retards. This was a new one. And then I've got some classics from this year.
What do you call a female deer? A doe. What do you call a female horse? A mare. What do you call, and this one's really hard for a lot of you, a female human?
A
woman.
bitch.
You guys are playing right into it. Stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not what I call them, but okay.
You call them
Sandwich makers.
okay. What?
Call them women. One of the reasons that your bald podcast bros call us females instead of women, aside from the fact that they're just dipshits, is because it makes it easier to dehumanize someone who you never actually humanized in the first place.
We call you female because you
how-
fuckers don't know what a woman is anymore.
The struggle's real, man.
I'm trying to get the logic on this from her.
Because the logic is she is a perpetual victim who is never humanized because she is a woman, or excuse me, a female, because I shouldn't call her a woman according to her standards because no one has ever humanized her. And so she says she thinks the podcast bros use the term females instead of woman.
I would ask her-
It's just
What's the evidence?
Here, no.
You
Here's
know
the
the
reason we say female, and it's very simple. It's a simple question that I would ask to her: what is a fucking woman?
Do you have a dick?
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
why
say-
we started saying female because
it's even easier than that.
Yeah,
She can go fuck.
I didn't get
herself
this memo.
because
we started saying female because you fuckers don't know what a goddamn woman is anymore. So we can't say woman because all you guys think the person with a dick.
Well,
is a
we
woman.
know what a woman is. We don't have to abide by their rules.
Just to make it better, this is the tweet.
This is a woman is not wrong.
This woman is not wrong, and it's by this fucking lefty loon. This Bill Madden dude.
It's the left that's confusing all the terminology.
We don't know what it. We don't know what. Wait, I don't.
A female is called a woman, but they came from man.
Oh, there we go with the Bible. Oh, here's Andrew
Tate.
Tate. Shut up, female. I was like, this is what she's talking about.
So tired of them.
That was Joe Rogan.
Joe
I
Rogan
don't-
doesn't
I'm-
call them females.
I say woman. Oh, so anyway,
I say female because it also pisses these people off.
a few days ago on the PBD broadcast, he had on a former close confidant, former person in the Ukrainian government. It's almost a 2-hour interview. Oleksiy Arestovich. He says he's going to when he's allowed to go back to Ukraine because he's kind of been like made a criminal because he disagreed with certain things being done. He says he's going to run for president, and he has a lot of stuff to say about Zelensky. It's an interesting interview.
You mean the puppet president who's now a dictator?
I love how we're gonna call him a coup. They're calling it a coup.
I believe it's an insurrection.
Oh,
I'm
it's
sick and tired.
insurrection,
I'm
yeah.
so sick and tired of talking about Ukraine and Israel. It's
Me
like
too.
every
Oh,
other.
Jamie
wanna
Raskin.
fucking
There's a
shit up.
card.
yeah,
I'm trying
No,
to
Jamie
no.
Raskin.
I mean, like in the.
You want to talk about
political sphere and
tards?
stuff. No.
Fucking
Yeah,
tards.
I'm
mean,
trying.
like,
we're
what-
moving on, and then Brad done.
What I
pulled
mean
it back.
is, like, I'm sick and tired of talking about it in like the political sphere because it's like when nobody has anything to talk about, that just go to Russia, Ukraine, and then you get Beanie Boy saying World War III, and it's like
We're already in World War III, bro. There's so many
Oh, this is
wars
all
around
because of that
us.
conversation you had with Silver, who's been watching a little bit too much Alex Jones, baby.
a little bit too much.
Wait,
Yeah,
who? Silver?
Silver,
Yeah.
yes, because he
Yes?
thinks there's going to be a false flag where they
Oh yeah,
California.
Okay, yeah.
I love Silver to death. He can be a little out there now and then.
Let
I'm
me
like,
tell you,
and when I'm the one who's not out there and have to reel him back in, there's a problem.
I see the Alex Jones stuff every single day about what they're talking about on Twitter, and it's always some sort of false flag, something or other that's coming up between now and the 20th.
At some point, he'll get one of them. Alex Jones always seems to be right on a lot of things eventually.
It's scary how often he's right. This is one of the times where I'm like, dude, I really hope you're wrong. If the Alex Jones effect that happens, I hate you. Stop speaking things into
you
existence.
miss the takes you don't take. Does that make sense?
You miss every shot you don't.
Yeah, you don't miss every shot you don't take.
That's right. So, Devil, how you doing?
Devil's just happy to not be at work for once.
Yeah, we said you miss every shot you don't take, so it's like, hey, how you doing? Got to make you weird.
So now I'm gonna bring back some classic retards from earlier this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, the greatest hits.
Uncomfortable.
Some of the greatest hits. So this is one that I'm thinking some of you guys might remember.
Real quick, Kel.
Are we going to actually talk about them, or are we going to go back to the Ukraine?
Oh no, real quick.
Talk about Ukraine. Yeah.
I'm just Kel. You're not the only one. There's sometimes where I don't trust PBD, but I
don't like PBD.
There's something unnerving, almost like the Polar Express.
Dude, he brought in Cuomo.
Oh, that's right.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. So we're having a real debate right here. I am non-binary. I am a non-binary woman. I have a vagina owner. And my husband tells me consistently.
I told you, it's one of the greatest hits from this year.
Oh, sorry.
That he is a cis man that likes vagina. And that's how he identifies, as a straight cis man.
Yeah.
I find it offensive that my husband sees himself as straight when he's married to someone who is non-binary.
Because you made it up.
Yesterday.
Mentally ill.
Yesterday.
You see these people accept him.
If this was,
go ahead, Devil.
If this bitch fucking, like, if I married somebody and she became this, like, warped and became weird like this, you just see a fucking divorce paper come from the fucking
you
rolled
saw
up,
the signs leading to
this
before you married this bitch.
Oh yeah.
Well,
you saw the fucking flags were popping up.
That's not 100% true. Some people are completely sane, and then within a year are.
There was a guy
like completely. I've seen it. Like people I could talk to. Normal
year
today
like
is
2020 could fuck
crazy
up a lot of
shit
people and flip some crazy switches. That's I'll give you.
There was a guy on Tim Pool's Culture War who was talking about something like this, where he met a girl at a party. They had a one-night stand. She got pregnant, but she was decent and stuff. They got married. He was trying to do the right thing, and then she just went nuts, just psychotic. And she was raised by two dads, and she was super lefty, and she hated it. He hated it, and he fought for the right to have his kid. That's a sad story. I need to find that episode.
That's why you don't go around having one-night stands, gentlemen, especially the kind where you don't have fucking rubbers on you.
Yeah.
And he was in California, so he kind of brought it on himself. But I will also say, God damn, this woman, what? You married this. Listen to her voice. It's insane.
All right.
In the voice.
Well, yeah, we've still got we got another 50 seconds to go.
It's shrill.
I'm not a woman. So you're not straight. You're actually queer. And he won't acknowledge that. He won't give me the acceptance of, yes, I understand.
Why do you need that?
I know.
Why is this love
also,
not enough?
You're supposed to be living in your acceptance of your non-binariness. Why do you need to push this onto him? What does his identity? Why can't he have his own identity?
Because
why does his identity need to qualify yours?
What's she talking about?
She's non-binary. She's a non-binary vagina owner, and her husband identifies as a cis straight male. And so she's
wait. When did this happen?
This is our oldies.
I know, but I'm just trying to remember. Like, when did she realize what she is?
Oh,
into
she doesn't
how
go
many?
over that. Yeah, we don't get
Okay.
a timeline or anything.
But here's the thing. She doesn't believe what she's saying. That's one of the reasons they have you come out here and reinforce it and have to have you comply to what they're saying. They don't truly believe it. So they have to have it constantly reinforced because deep down they know what they're saying is complete and total bullshit. Because if this woman was really believing what she is saying, she would say that her husband's love is all that she needs.
Yep. None of this would fucking matter.
Wait, look at what Kel said. Does he use the term cis?
No.
No, that's true.
Oh, you know, a good
He
point.
said
No
he
way.
said that he uses the term cis.
Maybe.
Good
I
point.
don't
Then,
believe
yeah, he might
him.
be a lefty too.
Well,
So he
Well,
might be
yeah,
apologizing to her.
listen.
Oh,
he's
she's
been
got the
taking-
nose
yeah.
ring, of course. That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
sign
yeah.
right there.
Again, these lefties ruin septum piercings for me.
Yeah, they have.
We are a queer marriage, and I am inherently queer because I am attracted to all vagina owners, not just girls. He likes non-binary spectrum women, non-binary people, no gender, that have a vagina. He just likes vagina. He just does not like penis. So what he's saying is kind of an insult
Like
to
you're
the
bigot.
LGBT community, honestly. It is to me.
You're a bitch.
No.
My God.
I'm sorry, my
I-
brain's. I just started hearing white noise.
Yeah, I zoned out too.
Yeah, it's so interesting. Literally, what he's describing is just normal male-female relationships, but they're putting in to the alphabet community to add some element of interest to it. It's like he likes vagina, I don't like it. He doesn't like penis. Okay, so that means he likes women because that's what a vagina owner is.
Yep. And a small time republic is exactly right. It's like when they say they want to normalize something, they are acknowledging it's abnormal by default.
Yep.
That used to be what queer meant, but
It's so fucking selfish. She is so only worried about her identity, and she's a fucking hypocrite by not letting her husband identify the way that he wants to identify.
I want to check back in on this woman. Is she still married?
I don't know. I got no information.
Maybe they're in a thruple.
Oh God.
Hey, do you guys remember when the word queer used to mean just weird?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
now I don't know what the fuck it means.
I know. Well, when we had our little our Wicked press tour, they were talking about how the original novel had the word queer throughout it. Yeah, because it was written in the 1890s, and queer meant weird. It didn't mean what they think it means now.
Yeah.
It's 110 years old.
Is there
Farmers
something
ruin septum piercing?
Septum piercing.
He's talking about
The farmers are the cows.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Listen, I like septum piercings. I like the punk look.
I did
Okay,
too.
sue me. But guess what? A bunch of lefty fucking freaks decided to take the punk look and make it their moniker. And now it's like, well, you see a punk looking girl.
Well, no, it used to always be that.
I know what the fuck you are.
Punk used to always be divided between actual anarchy, which AKA just meant like communists.
Well,
and then most of the punks were air quote liberals, and they got brainwashed along with.
I for one, am glad the punks now support the establishment.
Yeah, it's weird. I like the punk look. Sue me. I like the girls with like the goth look. I like goth. I like punk. I like it. Okay, sue me. It is what it is. I like emo. I'm a country dude.
Country boy.
And they ruined that look for me.
Yeah.
Remember when we could say queer and then we couldn't and then we had to? Remember when we could play Smear the Queer?
Oh my God. Have you seen Normal World skit?
No.
I have, yes.
Oh, it's so good.
I remember back, this was like 2003, 2004, on Cartoon Network, they used to have the black girl with black woman lesbian person that used to be on maybe she was on SNL a few times. She was in Velma, Brad.
Mindy
Kaling?
No, the older woman. She played one of the moms for Daphne.
I don't know.
I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name.
Was it the one that was in Ghostbusters?
No. I'll look it up. But I remember this chick coming on Cartoon Network, for example, because they would run these PSAs on Cartoon Network. and it was saying, "Don't call things gay for being stupid. That's hurtful.
Those are so
You
good.
can't do that." And she would come on because she's a black lesbian woman. What's her fucking name?
Leslie Jones.
And I
Wasn't
remember this
Leslie
on. I remember this on 2002 because Teen Titans was running on 2003. Teen Titans was running, and I was watching Teen Titans on Cartoon Network.
Couldn't be Leslie Jones because Leslie Jones was
no, it's not Leslie Jones.
Lesbian on fucking Scooby Doo, and they didn't have any of those.
Velma. No, this is for the Velma show.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, while you look that up, I've got some queerdos.
I love the BLM Rebecca Sugar one.
You guys remember this one?
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes. That's who I was thinking.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
my
yeah.
one
Wanda
worked for Wanda.
Sykes. Oh, God. Look at that. Is that a mullet?
I don't
With bangs.
remember this one.
You guys are- well,
She's got the mo.
I don't
let me
think this is a
refresh
she.
your memory on this one.
Yeah,
I don't think
okay.
this is a she.
To like being a cat. Well, I know exactly my purpose in life here. Just nice to be able to not be a human for a little while.
Is this real life? Or are these societally imposed constructs? Through something like pet play, we can liberate ourselves from those constraints.
Yeah, she's an award-winning cat.
Oh, God.
Let's go. Let's recap that. What
No,
she fucking said.
No, let's not.
Is this real life, or are these societally imposed construct? Something like pet play, we can liberate those constraints.
She's using double negatives. Hello again.
Ugh. What the fuck?
Genocide.
You know what? Okay. This is fine. In the privacy of your own fucking home. Do not put this on a video somewhere. This is fucking weird. Leave this shit to yourselves. Keep some fucking dignity to yourselves. If you guys want to be all weird in your bedroom, I don't give a shit.
Static, we live in a world where zoophiles exist. And there's a podcast called Zooier Than Thou, in which the zoophiles try to normalize zoophilia.
What?
Zoophilia
That means
people that
fucking
like
animals.
I thought that was
new to me.
I thought that was called something else that I can't
Bestiality.
think of. Yeah, bestiality.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So zoophilia, just like the technical term now, because
Is it like the
bestiality comes
maps?
from the Bible or whatever.
It's more of a technical term. Zoophilia.
It's like the
zoophile.
scientific.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bestiality. We live in a world where there's an entire podcast on YouTube, by the way, in which a bunch of people try to promote this as normal. And it was led by a dude who gave up literally being a millionaire to fuck his horse.
Cenk Uygur?
No.
Cenk.
This is somebody else. Actually, Turkey Tom recently had a video on this whole subject. I'm just like, actually, the dude was also involved in the Mr. Hands video.
Oh,
because he owned
what?
the horse.
He owned the horse?
You
Shit. You'd almost
And
think
he loved that horse.
you'd almost think he'd like be in jail for that shit.
Oh, he's dead now. He was in jail.
Didn't he
He's been
die
in and
in
out
the
of jail.
video?
I don't mean
no. So Mr.
not
Hands died, but the guy who owned the horse is also dead. He died of cancer a few years
the guy who made
Oh,
the
Jesus.
video possible.
Yeah, he died of cancer a few years ago, but his podcast is still up and it still runs and they still do stuff. Furries exist, Static, and I'm sorry if Tobias ever watches this. Tobias, I'm sure you're a nice dude, but the things out there, we see what the furry community does. Genocides were put on this earth. They say they're a bad thing, but sometimes, you know what? I think they need to be used for good.
Furry is not a race.
So wait a second. I have questions.
It's an identity.
Weasel says, "Keep him away from me. I'm not a sex toy." Is Weasel really a weasel?
Yeah, he is.
So-
Oh, is he in the Suicide Squad?
Possibly. One
Very
of the time,
shortly.
I shit you not. Again, this is one of Turkey Tom's latest videos. Shit you not. I heard this and I had to pause and walk away from the video because it was insane. One of the times the dude got arrested. Again, this is the guy that owned the horse from the Mr. Haynes thing. He got arrested. They took his horse. They took his several dogs, and he had mice that didn't have tails, but they had strings connected to all of them, and they were covered in lube.
Oh my!
Ew.
Hey, do you guys remember there used to be someone we all
away?
Remember there was someone who we all know who used to say, "I don't kink shame." That's fine, but just keep it in the house.
Reddit said challenge accepted.
And do not put it on the internet. Private stuff can be private. I don't care what you do.
If it's in the public, you have given everyone permission to kink shame you.
That's what I mean.
The only things I'm always the only thing that I care about that you're doing behind the doors is what are you doing with that dog?
I think
and that kid.
Well, that's a case that I prosecuted once.
The Tumblr servers should be government subsidized so that the freaks stay on Tumblr.
You know what? I'm all for Blue Skies being government subsidized. You want to know why? Because it's like Tumblr.
It's not.
Government.
You find all the pedophiles.
The government can use that as a fucking honeypot.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I'm telling you. I'm
Duke's like they probably do.
I am
new Epstein list, guys. That's all.
It is. I'm pro Blue Sky because it's doing what Tumblr used to do.
Yeah,
it's fighting the crazies. It's quarantining them. Okay, they're all over there. We know where they are.
Mm-hmm.
That video with the cat person reminded me of a video I saw, I think on Instagram months ago. I don't remember if we saw it here or not, where a cop pulled over a guy, and the guy stayed on VHS. Should have stayed on Betamax. The guy got pulled over and he didn't have any ID, and he said, "I don't have ID because I'm a cat."
Oh yeah, all that.
Yeah, that was a good one. And then he goes, "Okay, so it's your cat, and you don't have a collar on. Let me explain to you, since you're now a wild animal, what's going to happen to you. You're going to be taken by animal control, and then taken to the shelter. They're neuter, spayed, or neuter you, and then your owner can come and pay to pick you up. How much is that? $50. And one guy goes, "Dude, I don't have $50. Wait a minute, that's the issue you have? He just said he's going to spay or neuter a human, and you're upset because you don't have $50.
Wonderful.
Yeah, if your owner doesn't show up, we're going to euthanize you. So,
oh shit,
Brad, I've been saying this for a while.
Euthanize the furries.
Ever since I learned about the deer person, I've been saying this. Does that mean deer season comes around that you have to be tucked up in your room? Like, if you identify this way, what's the implications? There's serious thoughts here that people don't seem to be thinking through.
That's why the deer buy Kevlar. See, this is where they get concerned about the AR-15. It's the most deadly weapon ever created on the planet.
You know what? That's right. That's why we all should be issued.
Aren't there like deers with like tags on them that you can't shoot or something like that?
Well,
on the ear, yeah. If a deer around here at least, if a deer gets injured, they will treat it and then they will tag it. And I believe once it's tagged, it's not supposed to be shot.
Yeah.
So that means if a deer around here gets injured,
that deer
we
person
just
has
turn
to
it
go
into
and get
meat.
that tag on their ear so that they can qualify for not being shot during deer season.
Well,
It's
the
just a
one we
piercing.
saw. The one we saw, we reported because somebody shot him with a crossbow, and the bolt was caught in his jaw, and it was getting affected. So we called the wildlife people. They came, cleaned it out, gave him some antibiotics, and then did his ear. And they said, if you see anyone shoot at him again, you tell us because now it's illegal.
Oh damn!
So I know.
Interesting.
I thought you met a real deer person for a second.
Your state is so
no, that'd be funny.
broken.
I wouldn't have called if that was the case. I'd have been like, let the fucker die.
Devil, your state is so fucking broken. You want to know what happens out here when something like that happens? The animal control people come by, they take a shotgun to its head, and then they take it off to get slaughtered and give the meat out to less fortunate people.
Well, you can hunt deer around here. You just can't shoot them with a crossbow in the middle of town. That's the problem.
No, the thing is, like what you're saying, like
once the deer's in
here,
town,
they
you're
took
not
the
supposed
bullet
to hunt
out.
it.
They cleaned it up. They put a tag in. They did all that.
Because it shouldn't suffer.
The people will come out here, put a gun to its head, go pop, and then go like, okay, we're gonna turn this into meat because that's the cycle of life.
I'm fine with animals not suffering. I mean, if you kill an animal and you eat it, go ahead. I don't give a
Deers
shit.
are pests.
But if it's
I was
seen
just saying,
them
in a lot of
suffering
places,
and
deers
shit,
are pests. Yeah.
well, yeah, you can call them if the numbers get too big. But like I said, there's a difference between letting an animal suffer and killing it outright. Like I said, shoot every deer in this fucking town. I wouldn't give a shit.
You know what? See, now that's not a genocide. That's just a culling.
Deer.
A culling, yeah.
Like I
All the
said,
furries.
I don't think you
about
should
like
let
a
animals
cat
suffer.
or a
Sorry,
dog.
dude. I'm not
we're not talking
fucking
about a
heartless
cat or
prick
no.
like
I'm
you.
talking about how your government does shit. Okay, we're not talking about a cat or a dog here. We're not talking about like some actual like animal that we all love and care for. It's or like a horse. It's a deer. The animal control come. They take the bolt out of its face and they go like, well, you know what? Bang, here's food for peoples. That's the logical thing. Where they don't take the bolt out, stitch it up, make it all clean and good, and then tag
California
it.
needs to
Don't
find
ever
a way to
shoot
pay for all of
it.
their government employees. That's why. Anyways, moving on.
Retarded.
Yeah.
My brain's breaking.
So I've got one last
you
retard,
have a
and then
brain.
we can move on to Duke's retards.
I'm pretty sure we eat the.
I don't have
fucking
any other than
roadkill around
names.
here.
That's all I have.
Oh, you didn't bring any clips? All
I
right,
don't
fine.
know. I don't have any clips. I just brought recommendations of retards. That's what I thought. I didn't know you wanted clips, dude. I'm sorry.
Jankuka?
I don't have any clips.
Oh,
Do
not
you guys
that
remember
chicken.
this woman? She had her
that's his
15
N-word.
minutes this year.
Oh, this is the woman that said the N-word.
Yes, but not in this video.
So all those nerds in high school, like the weird theater kids and the anime people, and you know who I'm talking about, the people we didn't hang out with. So they've grown up now, and they're the ones making the laws. They're the Mark Zuckerbergs. They're the Faucis of the world, of fucking nerds. Those fucking dorks that never got laid in high school, and they've got a major chip on their shoulder against the normies. That's why you see all these fat ass fucks making laws. Oh, you can be obese and anorexic. Okay, sure. They're the ones inventing clown world. They're the ones in media. They're the actors.
You're remembered for saying the N-word.
Half right.
She's partially right.
Yeah,
She's
still
partially
backwards, but half right.
But at the same time, if any of those fucking nerds with shit tons of money and all that shit, they could own her for easy, right? She'd been over for.
If they gave her 5 minutes of their time, she would be.
Yeah.
She would
Honey.
melt like butter.
Honey, you became famous for saying the N-word this year, and I'm willing to bet you $5 that some rich dude in Silicon Valley has DM'd you saying, "Hey, come over and suck my dick."
So
Here's
she
$10 million."
actually. So the N-word video came out like either the same day or the day after this video. And then she went to the Nick Fuentes con with Sneeko and a bunch of them. And she ended up realizing she bit off way more than she could chew, and she never showed back up again.
Yeah, I'm never going near those. Near her. Never going near her. Those people are fucking retarded.
She bailed. She bailed on them. She did not stick around.
Well, hey, honey, guess what? Because you even showed up around Nick Fuentes, you are now associated with Nick Fuentes. Welcome to that party.
She actually didn't know it had anything to do with Nick Fuentes. She went with Sneeko and whoever he fucking hangs out with, and it was just weird. She had no idea what she was getting into. Exactly. Because
she wanted that Sneeko dick.
She just saw Sneeko as one of them red pillars, fucking fresh and fit and all them.
Fake and fraud.
Yes,
yeah, everybody she's bashing now are like pointing out, hey, we're still here.
Right.
You got fucked.
Wonder why actors are so politically leftist? Oh, right. It's because they're loser theater kids. They're the theater kids who grew up, and now they're telling me and you what to think. They're telling me and you what to do, and they're making the laws in this country. Well, it's time to stand the fuck up and stop being scared. Like, why are we scared of these people? They were massive losers in high school, and they're massive losers today. It's time to put the motherfucking nerds back in their place. Stand the fuck up.
Okay, distinguish between nerds and theater kids. That's my problem.
Yeah, don't group me up with I'm a Pokemon kid. Don't group me up with a fucking theater kid.
Listen, after Static told me that she went out and hung out with Sneeko, I'm like,
now she's ugly. She dropped.
Honey, everything. You hung out with Sneeko. Like, I don't. These
too old
kids
for
obviously
Sneeko.
have a higher position in life than you.
You're too old for him. Too old for Sneeko. Sorry, honey.
Oh, Big Schnoz. That's right, Kel.
So by default, since he's the only one, since Dermy's the only one nominated for the tardy, Dermy gets the tardy this year.
No, we nominated Beardo.
Beardo. Yeah,
Beardo doesn't know how mirrors work. Remember?
I nominated anyone who bought
retarded.
what's her name's Bitcoin.
How
Talk
much
to
are
a
you
girl's
going to
Bitcoin.
charge people to get a digital TARDIS
I have to pull this up.
to get the reward?
I have to.
Oh, you know what? Kel might have a point here. She's got the big schnoz, shows up at the Fuentes thing. She might have felt a little out of place. I see where you're going with that, Kel.
No, she wanted that Sneeko dick and realized, oh, he's only into 14-year-olds.
Yep. Pretty much.
Did someone ask her to go to a shower that she didn't want to go to? After taking
Probably.
a train ride?
This is Amfest. This is the Nick Fuentes people. There's some fucked up people in that whole crowd.
Yeah.
Holy shit balls.
Hey, there's as much as there's weird on the left, there's weird on the right.
Oh yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. And that is being exposed in spades right now.
There's relatively attractive women. Okay, well, if you see a picture of them, you're like, oh yeah, she's hot. And then you realize, oh yeah, there are probably some people that probably sucked off Ethan Ralph. You never that's tampered goods. You never want to go near that.
I don't like the ones that get too much like work done on their face and shit.
I also, Gal pointed this out. I don't mind a girl that can do like some makeup, like a decent lip. But if you bring that bent up, she had a full mask on. Like,
yeah,
you could see it. Like, that's too much. That's me knowing that you need makeup to look hot.
I don't even think they usually do half the time. It usually looks worse.
Yeah, like I don't mind. At least knowing how to do makeup and trying to look cute. I don't mind that. But if you're doing it all the fucking time, come on.
Yeah, you could see if you chipped that shit off of her face, she'd be a mid. She'd be a low mid. She ain't fucking that good looking.
Okay, I am tired of mid being used as like a derogatory statement.
I know, we were talking about this.
Mid is average. Mid is literally average.
Fine. She'd look like God damn it! I forgot her name. The tranny that I thought was actually
mid, high, and low.
If you're going to use mid in a negative, you have to say gassed up mid or something of the sort.
Who's the tranny who I didn't know was a tranny and just thought was an ugly woman?
Michelle Obama?
No. Gamergate.
Oh, Brianna Wu. Yeah,
Brianna Wu.
Jesus, I knew that.
I didn't know she was a tranny until like a few months ago. I legitimately thought you guys were just making fun of her.
Just had to hear her voice.
No, he sounds like
I thought she was just an ugly woman. I legitimately thought she was.
There you go, Wu. You gotta win.
She is an ugly woman.
No, she's a fucking
Once
dude.
again,
I always thought the whole
revisit-
tranny thing was a joke.
We're gonna revisit Maximus Retardus nomination here.
I really thought she was just an ugly ass woman until she came on Pierce Morgan and they identified her as a trans person. And it's like, wait, what? Wait, she actually is trans? I thought that was a joke. Holy shit, you're ugly as fuck. At least it justifies it.
You look like a dude. Oh, wait, you are.
I thought God just hated you.
Oh my god. All right. One last thing before we get into Polar Express. Would you guys eat these ribs if this is how I cooked them on the way to Vegas?
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh, I knew it was in a
seen
car.
This. I've seen this.
Come on again. Gonna cook on our way.
Why you put no? What the, no! Stop! I have no problem with this car thing. What the fuck? You put ranch seasoning on it?
I thank you. Yes.
Was that ranch seasoning?
Yes.
Yes!
That's hidden
Why?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought that was salt.
No.
It's not salt. It's just ranch. It's sodium.
Why the?
Okay, I'm gonna wait to say what I'm gonna say.
All right. We'll let it play.
I want to see how they turn out.
And how long is our drive?
It is 4 hours.
It is 4 hours. Garlic, salt, and just a little bit. You don't want to go too much.
What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why can't you see the food?
Oh god! Okay, hold on.
That I'm seeing?
She's going Hawaiian. That's not Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue. That's like their freaking pineapple kind of barbecue. They're like Hawaiian
Is she
barbecue.
going for a citrus flavor with the ranch?
I don't listen. I want
weird.
I want to see how these turn out, and then I'll give
The
my
meat will turn out fine, but it's not going to be
Yeah.
fucking seasoned properly or even have enough sauce.
First off, you're supposed to leave it overnight.
Yep.
You can't just put it on there.
Yeah, you're supposed to fucking marinate
wanna
them. But
see what the
she
end
actually
product looks
admitted that she didn't season them beforehand. She like
You can still do a dry rub though.
Yeah, I do a dry rub overnight.
Yeah, I was
Shut-
saying even
shut-
then a dry rub needs to be done overnight.
I want to see how these turn out.
Not enough tinfoil. That shit could have been leaking all
Yeah,
over.
there
the
was
place.
open. It was open on me.
I want to see her mechanic be like, Chico, there's barbecue sauce all over these cylinders. What did you do?
I'm gonna be honest.
God.
I'm probably willing to eat these.
Just thinking.
It's disgusting.
Looks
Oh
terrible.
my god.
It looks like a Jenny Craig lasagna.
It looks pink.
It's it's like it's steamed.
You
It's
still
not
want
even-
that, Derby?
Flavor in that bitch. There's,
there's
no
no
flavor.
flavor.
in that bitch.
There's
ever
no
since.
color to
All
it.
that
There's
shit.
no bark.
Color, yeah.
Static. If you cook ribs like that on the way to Vegas, I'll try them.
Oh my god. Well, at least
There's
static
no
would
way I'm
actually.
doing that to my new car.
Yeah.
No way in fuck.
Well, your car doesn't have a big engine, I bet.
It's got a turbo, man.
Static. If you're willing to do it, I'll try them.
Oh my god. Well, at least you'll marinate it right.
I know how to make some ribs.
It'll actually dry
Put a
rub.
dry rub on it overnight for God's sakes.
I know
Wait,
a
does your
coworker.
ribs taste a lot like the McRib?
No, it tastes better, I bet.
No, I smoke my ribs, dude. I got fucking smoker the whole thing.
I have a coworker that makes his own moonshine and barbecue sauce. He's
Listen,
awesome.
I'm not lying. I'm debating driving to Vegas. I don't want to drive all that way though. Is the problem?
Oh,
But I want to bring
point.
some sausage from where I come from, so you guys could eat it.
From where you come from, I would
Yeah, I
love
can't-
to eat.
I
the
can't say
sausage
the
where you
name.
come from.
From Dermy World.
It's named
Yeah.
after the town I live in, so I can't say the name of it. But it's local. It's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's made from all the deer that were suffering. That he
Yes.
shot in the head.
Yes, very
and
much
ground up.
so. Death to, because we're actually smart over here. You know, we see an injured animal, we kill it and we use it.
For venison.
Yes. Let's have deer jerky downstairs. I need to get
Here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna jump back to that real quick. The freaking deer had an infection in his face. So the last thing you want to do is kill it and then grind it up and feed it to people and get them sick.
You don't know.
You would have to. You would kill it and then just have to throw the carcass away. So they. Not to mention, it's not even deer season at that point. So yes, you're freaking out over nothing, Dermy. It's not that big of a deal.
The infection was in its face. You know what you do there?
Cut
If
the
you have
neck
an
off.
infection in your face where you have a swollen
Exactly.
fucking pus coming out and shit, it's gone through your whole
Cut the
body.
neck
You're,
off.
it's in your blood, you dumbass.
You've never butchered an
I
animal.
just put Frank's on that shit.
No, we're
Have you ever butchered an animal? You're breaking up. I can't understand you.
I've only gutted fish.
Same.
So Devil doesn't know how to actually gut a deer. When you shoot the deer, okay, when the deer dead, you hang it up upside down with the legs in the air. Okay, the hind legs are in the air. You skin it, and also you drain the blood. And then there's only
Yes,
certain pieces of
but-
the meat of the deer that you can actually eat, and the head isn't one of them.
Actually,
All right,
you
Smoke
I
that
have
head.
a
could,
question.
dumbass.
I have a
But
meat question.
it doesn't matter if you have a really bad infection. It goes through everything. All the meat and shit has blood in it.
Yeah.
You dumbass. Just because you drain all the blood out of the veins doesn't mean it's fucking perfect meat. You still wouldn't want to give it to people, and you're not gonna freaking say, "Here, eat this food." It was infected. You know, it had a massive infection on its face where it's swelling up and pus is shooting out and shit. But trust us, it's perfectly good for you because you're, you know. We
Oh,
don't
it
want it
is
to go to
actually
waste.
perfectly
No,
fine.
they fucking
But they
heal
do that
that.
with humans, though. They amputate them when they have infection.
And eat them?
Wait.
No, if you have an infection, if you have an infection in your leg, you amputate the
Yeah, but they
leg and your
treat you
body's
with
fine.
antibiotics then.
And we
They're
don't
not
eat
going
it
to
after
treat the
we're
deer
done.
with antibiotics and serve it.
We clean the
Yeah,
meat.
they treat the deer with the antibiotics, heal it up. But then it has the tag, and so instead they track it and keep it and use it for scientific thing after that.
You eat the fucker.
But
I'll
okay.
eat it.
Once they get tagged, it's not like they're tagged forever, right? Like they eventually lose the tag.
They'll get killed.
I'm
Well,
not
if
sure
they're
if it's
tagged,
one of those
they're
ones that
considered
falls off
breeders.
or you know.
They get ate by a
But-
goddamn coyote. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I just remember
Somebody's
we
gonna
called
eat
the
the
damn
meat,
deer
and it's either
asshole
gonna be a human or a coyote.
because he was an
That was
asshole.
mean.
No, he would like eat the food for that we put out for the girl deers and shit,
Oh,
and he was
really?
just an
It's almost
asshole.
like
He'd
they're
like
called
run them off and eat it
pests.
himself.
It's almost like
Jeremy, would you rather California throw it away?
Wait, what?
Like if a
Just shoot
deer
and drop-
got ran over, they just like burn it and throw it away.
I mean, a coyote can eat it. A wolf
True.
can eat it. There's other.
Just
there's
leave it.
things-
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Just leave it.
Damn hillbilly, fucking
No,
hell,
I'm
man.
I'm a realist. I understand the circle.
Thing half chewed up on the side of the road, and he's all, "There's dinner."
There's something.
No,
chewed up
he's
on the
saying
side of the road.
somebody will eat it. Like a fucking
Some creature
a
will
wolf
eat
or
it.
coyote
Somebody
will
should
eat it.
eat it.
Who saw this video?
It
I
looks
remember this one.
familiar.
No, I haven't seen this one.
So this one, this
I've
is
seen
in the
all the
backlog
ones
from
you
last
showed
week.
me,
This is
but
one of the videos that I really wanted to talk about last week. It kind of sums up the male-female dynamic that is we've been watching over the past few years.
Nice.
Hey, what are you doing? I came out to check on you.
Huh?
What are you doing? Thought you were working.
Notice his hesitancy.
I'm looking at this.
What is it?
It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost out of it.
Okay.
And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. I bought it like this it's not a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Sorry to hear that, and sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets.
What a bitch.
I understood what the hell he was saying there.
Bro.
And I get what he.
Yeah.
I get
He's
his
having
point.
a recognition of the passage of
My
life.
wife felt so bad for me when I broke my favorite screwdriver that I've had for 5 years. It's like she was like, "My man is leaving himself vulnerably. His favorite tool broke. Let's talk about this."
She
And then she asked,
completely
"Why are you wearing a Green Bay shirt?"
dismissed this moment this man was having because he looked sad.
Yeah.
And yet women say we don't open up enough, and he just opened up to her.
Well, that's just not the opening up that you wanted.
Oh,
40
that's so
years of
dumb.
his life, and he's probably sitting there thinking, "I've used
Whoa.
this for 40 plus years."
I've seen the Jets lose 40 years.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what he's thinking. I'll tell you what he's thinking as a guy who has a birthday in 2 weeks. Holy shit, there's a lot less time ahead of me than there is behind me.
Yep.
Wait, you didn't let it finish.
He's going to cry.
Does that make
I'm
sense?
sorry to hear that, and sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying.
Okay, I'm done.
I'm done. Stop talking to me.
Yep.
A bitch.
You're wearing your Jets hat, and I thought that's why you're crying. No, I'm thinking about the 40 years. You know, maybe sometime we've been married. You know, I've been thinking about
shit.
this life that we've been together.
Small Tiny
Yeah.
Gold says that woman has never reflected on anything.
Yeah.
I have a tendency
Yeah.
to agree with you there, sir.
I mean, has she never like been cleaning up, found something from years ago, and just started looking at it and thinking about all the good times and all the life that's gone by?
Could you imagine owning the same thing for 40 fucking years? And you
Yes.
like that wire is so like symbolic. He's been using that wire for 40 years. And like the wire that's not with him anymore is everything that he's done to this moment. and he's going to have to get new wire in, I don't know, a few months or something. I don't know how much was on there.
Probably a few days.
But like it's like a symbolicness of like starting another fucking phase of his life, because it's already been 40 something years.
Yeah,
that's great. I'm assuming it's steel wire because he must have not have used it very often.
It doesn't look like something that was used real
It looks
often.
like,
but he still needed it.
It looks like wire to help repair fencing
for
and
like
stuff.
ties.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it looks like.
I mean, shit. I can go in my closet right now and find shirts that are older than some of you guys. I find books that I've had since high
I don't
school.
know if that's. I think that's kind of sad, honestly.
No, it's collect stuff I bought when I was in college, and it means something to me.
Well, no, that you have friends that are young, that younger than like objects you own.
Yeah, that is disturbing.
I still keep some of my dad's clothes.
Who thinks you're a friend, Dermy?
You just don't
You're
understand
jumping
how
the
fucking
gun
meats
there.
made. Oh, god damn it! What the hell?
Oh, I have a
Did your
meat
parents hit
question.
up the cord?
No, I was turning down the
Parents
line.
rolled over the cord.
Is it true if you don't shoot the deer in the head, the meat gets all tough because the blood?
Jesus Christ!
No,
Oh, okay.
you don't ever want to shoot the deer in the head. You want to know why? Because they'll fucking miss.
So it's
Dermy
okay
killed
to shoot it
Bambi's
in the
mother.
ass?
No, you shoot it in the side where the heart is.
Yeah, you want to shoot it
shoot
in the heart.
I thought you shot it in
You
the
want it to end
tail.
quickly, because if you shoot in a place where it can run and it's scared, the
Yeah,
meat gets
exactly.
tougher.
You want to
the-
put it
the
out. one
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah, you could.
But what
spoil
if you were that good and you shot it in the head?
I mean, then you would just be able to pick it up then and there.
Nice.
You're a
You don't go for
sociopath.
headshots because you don't go for headshots because guess what? You'll fucking miss. Aim small, miss small.
Well, not if you use red eye and drink some moonshine.
And their head moves a lot. Like you're aiming at the head, it bends over to grab some water or eat some grass or whatever. The
Yeah,
head
this
moves
isn't
more
red
than
But
the
you
body.
clearly have never
Aim
watched
for
the movies we all have watched where everyone can shoot people in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing for like, why don't cops shoot the guns out of people's hands when they're waving a gun? Why do they shoot them in the chest twice in the chest?
He could have shot him in the foot.
Do you think? When I
Oh
put
my
a
God.
Shock,
One
do you think
time-
when I put a silencer on my gun, it actually goes like pew pew pew.
Yeah, it's super silent because it's a silencer.
It makes no noise.
Stupid. It's called a silencer.
Makes it quiet.
Yeah.
One
Saddest
time we
part
had
is there's people that actually make those arguments.
I know.
There was a time here back when I was a prosecutor, and there was a shootout. The guy had a gun, and the cops had to take him down, and he got hit like 3 times. Do you know how many shots were fired to hit him 3 times?
Oh God, like
Over 200.
Oh shit!
Jesus. I was gonna say like 20.
There's a story. I don't remember the specifics, but there was like somebody in New York. They were like they were robbing a store or something. I don't remember. Cops got called. They had to pull the guns on them. The cops unloaded like 3 clips. Didn't hit the guy once.
Yeah.
Because
thing is
it's,
that
it's cheaper to pay out the fucking legal bill than actually
Magazines.
train you on how to use a goddamn gun.
Yeah, like our spec
you
op
guys
guys,
have-
they train all the time. They train to do. That's why they are that shot. But cops don't do that. Cops should probably be training. If
more.
they should, half their job should be on shift. The other half should be training. That's reality. That's what our special forces guys do. They're constantly training.
I mean, you can't just have like their first hour of the day be training practice for something.
Brad,
You need more than that. You need like
warm up.
2 to 3 days a week.
Brad, we had the federal government suing, I believe, the state of it wasn't Massachusetts. I can speak.
Which Judaism.
Commonwealth.
Whatever. One of those fucking New England states.
New England's a city.
Saying they were discriminating on their hiring practices against blacks and women because people couldn't do basic math to become a police officer.
God.
And actual Justice Warrior actually has a video on this. He was going through the questions and is like, by the way, you get like 3 attempts. You get multiple attempts to do these questions.
Yeah.
And one of them was like just basic addition, basic subtraction, basic math that they couldn't do, basic, and then they can't do any form of some of the easiest
But
exercises out there, and they got.
It's important that we have diversity.
But
It's our
okay,
strength.
because since they didn't get that job, they went and got to be air
You
traffic
know what though?
controllers.
I'm
Don't
gonna
worry
have
about
some
it.
sympathy for those people who couldn't pass the math test to be a cop, because they have to like add up how much shit they stole to even know if they have to arrest them. Versus just hey, they stole, arrest them. You don't
Shock,
need
one of the-
math for that.
Shock,
Here in
Shock,
Yeah, not in
California,
California
every
anymore.
other state they just get
Shock,
arrested.
Shock, one of the
California is the
questions,
one that we have.
one
to
of the
hit a
questions, I
certain
shit
amount.
you not, was okay. You start at you started your shift at this time. Call comes in at this time. You didn't leave till this
dude.
time. How long were you at work?
Dude, I remember in high school they have those IQ tests or whatever, and those were literally the questions. Like, your friends are going to McDonald's and they want 2 Happy Meals. How much does it cost altogether? And I'm like, this is not a real question. I studied for this. This is not a real question.
These real questions. I'm gonna try
So,
to.
no, the tests are now like this. You go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
You want to buy 2 shakes and 2 Big Macs.
Yeah.
The question is, should the person serving you be black or white?
I want it to be Brad. I want him to be nice and handsome.
Well, fortunately, I did that.
I am scrolling to try to find where the video that
That's why Shock wanted to have you as his server, because he relies on he really likes experience.
Yes, that's right.
I told you guys, they put the good looking people out front.
I didn't know that was a coincidence.
Thank God for that.
The cook staff was like, "Oh, stay back there."
Well, now there's no one good looking at McDonald's because they're all in the back.
But there's no one there because it's all screens. Just
they're 2 years away from just being completely gone outside of a manager.
There's probably already McDonald's out there that are all automated.
I think there's one fully automated.
I've seen a fully
McDonald's
automated
in Europe or something.
There's one in There's an Arby's
one in Texas.
California, and like it was all automated. And when you pulled up, it was just 2 people smoking weed. Be like, here you go, dude. Bye.
Oh, that was the people who worked in the back. I don't mind McDonald's.
Yeah, there was no front people. They were all ugly. I paid in front of the thing too, and they just said, "Oh, here's your bag," and that's it. I'm like, this was awful.
You know, the service is just as bad no matter what, though.
That's very true.
Yeah, it's about, like you said, about 2 years. I'm guessing you're gonna have a lot more.
Okay.
With how the stupid.
Well, I want all the robots to look like
money's
Trump.
going. $20 an hour to flip a fucking burger.
I found one of the questions.
Minimum.
So this is for
Oh God, Cash, no.
Maryland.
Wait, fully automated or just the order taking?
Yeah, there was one in Vegas. Order
A fully automated one in Vegas.
Just the order taking.
Yeah, fully automated. So here's this. These are the questions that police officers have to ask in order to become police officers. On Tuesday, Officer Jones worked the 3 p.m., 11 p.m. shift. At 10:55 p.m., he was called to the scene of an accident where he remained until 1:30 a.m. How long past his regular shift did Officer Johns work?
D.
Yeah, they were
always C.
They were considering
this
this
is
to be a
D.
discriminatory question. Okay, like this is bad. You want to see the other one that?
Well, time is racist.
Yeah,
How
this
is
is
that
racist and against women.
That's right.
because you
White
can't do
people made
math.
up time, not the Asians.
That's
But here's the other one. Here's the other one. I'll full screen this one real quick. Question 2 and 3 are based on the following information. In prepping her report on a home burglary, a police officer listed the following stolen items and their values. The numbers are there, by the way. Television set, $400.
I learned this in first grade. How to
Hey,
do
real
these numbers.
quick, this is actually fraud. Ain't no way that gold chain is real gold. That shit like $20.
Yeah. Radio, $40. Stereo equipment, $1,500. Gold chain, $100. What was the total value of the stolen goods? The math's right there for you. What was the value of the stolen goods
literally-
except the gold chain?
Literally, you can look at this and you should be able, just by logic, to eliminate down to 2 answers.
Yep.
Yes.
And then, now it gets tough because now you get to subtract. So it's almost like, what if I didn't include that last line there? How would that work?
Well, I mean,
Or maybe just go with the 40 again.
Well, I mean, the answer is B, but then it says subtract the gold chain. Just subtract $100 from the answer of B. So it'd be D. This is all discriminatory. Okay, this is the world we live in.
It's not discriminatory. Unless you're dumb. I'm sorry, we can discriminate against dumb people. Because here's elitist me saying it. I went to an elitist school. I one time was extremely smart. Not everyone could get there. Okay, we are unfortunately, kind of fortunately, categorized by intellect levels sometimes.
Do you think you're better than me?
Yeah. I am better than a lot of people. I'm an arrogant prick. But I mean, there's certain jobs that certain people can't do. There's certain jobs I can't do. I'm a smart guy. I can't do mathematics for shit. I learned it. I don't know how to do it. That's why I'm not a doctor. I didn't do science well. I love being a doctor.
Here's one that they like. Here's another example. This is a question that they will throw at you to try to trip you up for very specific reasons. A police officer is called to an accident scene across town from his present location. If he has to travel 2 miles on Grant Road, 3 miles on Route 47, and 12 miles on Interstate 70, how many miles does he have to travel to get to the accident scene? Now, the thing is, they'll throw questions like this out there to trip you up because
the numbers.
They wrote out 2,
they
wrote out 3, but they didn't write out 12. So that's to try to trip you up. But you understand the basic, 2 plus 3, 5, plus 12, 17. A.
There you go.
And this is again
that's called reading comprehension.
Exactly. Yes. And that actually matters.
I remember in my school they were like for some reason like everyone in California kept failing word problems but not failing the actual core math. Like they were good at the math but they couldn't do the word problems. Which is essentially just what you broke down.
That means their English teachers were failing.
Yeah. That's what he said. It's like it's not my fault y'all can't read. I'm teaching you how to math.
This is the world we live in. This is
all right,
the
gentlemen.
We live in.
It's that time.
Yay, we got to talk about the greatest movie of all time.
Anyone besides Dermy who wants to go first?
You fuckers.
All right, I just watched it. Okay, and you know how I watched it? I gave it a chance. I wore my PJs. I made some hot cocoa, and I said, "Hey, let's give this a try." And I realized that the plot is a horror movie. Okay. But let me tell you this. I actually enjoyed it. I'm older. I watched it and I enjoyed it. There's a lot of deep symbolism in the movie that is really deep and I appreciate it a lot. But if you just blindly watch that fucking movie, you don't see the symbolism, especially if you're not Christian. There's lots of Christian symbolism in that movie. And if you just blindly watch it, you're not going to even notice it or appreciate it. You need the music to tell you, the whimsical music tells you when the intensity stops. But if you didn't have the music, you'd still be creeped out wondering what the fuck was going on.
What about the spirit of Christmas and the idea of believing?
So I think the best way to appreciate that was the homeless guy on the top of the train. He's a cool character. He's kind of like the atheist, right? Because these are like normal Christian themes that even Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Shock identifies with him because the guy's from California. A homeless atheist.
I'll say he's not the atheist. He's the guy that believes but doesn't need to explain how he believes.
He's kind of like Golem though, where he doesn't have faith, but just because he doesn't have faith doesn't mean he can't play a part in having prophecy or faith come true. Because he saves the train conductor, and yet he's like, see, have faith in Santa and the Christmas, and Christmas will happen. And it's like, yeah, but the atheist saved you. And that's how he views it. But at the same time, when it comes to having an overarching like theme of love, even people that disagree with you can still play a part in maintaining harmony. Those are good themes.
So
can I say something real quick? And this is going to be coming from me. Shock looked way too deep into this movie.
What? What do you mean?
I have
That's
never.
the only way I enjoyed it.
I know, but I'm like Christian themes. It's like, wow, you look deeper into this than I have ever done.
Because it's
other than the concept of faith, where's the Christianity? What specifically you're citing as Christian themes?
Well, it's about not believing in Santa and going on the journey to believe in Santa.
Well, then that's any
taking stuff on faith. That's
any journey of faith. That's normal religion.
It is a journey. Like the big thing about the movie is it's a journey of faith and learning to believe, and also like the idea of like hope, like and faith and all that stuff. You just have it. You just believe it, and sometimes you need to be reminded about it. That like that's all throughout it. But you looked way deep into that, and I'm like,
it's the only way to enjoy it.
And this is when I realized the train was actually Jonah and the whale.
If you watch this, because as a kid I watched it and I didn't know who was a good guy and who was a bad guy. The train conductor is very much a like higher adult.
The conductor is literally a conductor for the story.
Yes, but he's hard on the kids, but he ultimately does help them because he wants to help them. But there were times where I remember as a kid, I don't remember if he was a good guy or a bad guy because he was scary and tense and I didn't know what he was going to do.
I never felt that there was a good guy or bad guy in that movie.
But
now, granted, it came out when I was already older. I don't remember.
Ghost kidnaps children, and you don't know who this conductor is, and you're just like, "Who is this? There's a homeless guy on the roof."
So that's that's what I'm wondering. Like, what is the origin story of the Polar Express? Because I don't remember hearing about a train when I was a kid that went to the North Pole.
It was a book in 1985.
Yeah,
like what made it okay for those kids to just jump on this train?
Christmas.
The Goonies.
Candy.
Okay. Then
what makes it okay for there to be a movie about a snowman adopting a child to go dance with other snowman in some sort of ritualistic snowman dance?
They had a play day after school recess. They didn't get kidnapped by some ghost train because they're in purgatory about Christmas.
No, I was talking about the snowman.
What if all the kids are dead?
That is just disturbing.
It might be.
Like all your guys' everybody that says that Polar Express is a disturbing movie and it's awful and evil, go watch the snowman. Just go watch that.
What's the snowman?
I don't know if I've seen the snowman.
It was on our Christmas ranking list.
Christmas list.
1982.
So
it's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's disturbing.
The animation's terrible. With the exception, if there's no people in the scene, it's okay.
Yeah,
it could even look cool. The people, even like the way that they move, it's not just the eyes, like the way that they move their hands and everything is weird. But besides that, so I watched it twice. I watched it earlier today and I watched it on Christmas Day. When I was watching it today, there's that part where they're like singing on the back of the train with Dewey.
I knew that was Dewey. I'm like, wait,
yeah.
Welcome to the Middle Kid.
But there was a part where they were singing that song or whatever, and that actually took me back to when I was a kid. And like, so every year when I was a kid, we go to my grandparents' house on Christmas Eve, and then we'd have to drive home, across town to be home for Christmas morning. And it just reminded me of like those drives and like me imagining like Santa coming and everything. I was like, oh wow, this is actually like taking me back. It's definitely a kid's movie. It's mid. It's a mid movie.
I think it's kind of like those deeper classics like Catcher in the Rye, where you can actually study it in school, where you need.
I knew there was a reason I love Shaw.
No, I'm saying you can't show
California
a kid.
education is fucked
I'm
up.
not trying to defend this movie. I'm really not. You can't
Thank you.
You can't just get a random kid in front of the TV and put on Polar Express and expect them to like it.
I don't know.
I don't think that's possible. But if you actually go over the themes of like, all right, we're talking about a movie about like beliefs and faith, and do you need to see things to believe it, and like different other themes like that. Things
he
that Christian
did need to see it to
households
believe
already
it.
talk about. But no, he didn't. He had to take a leap of faith. He had to try to hear the bell before he even saw Santa.
Well, there's that, but also
he had to lie to himself before he saw Santa.
Yes.
Yeah. He didn't have to lie. He had
to sin
because he wanted to hear the bell.
No,
So he was
that's the
trying to
atheist
convince
perception.
himself.
He wanted to belong to the group.
Yes, he wanted to hear the bell, so he had to convince himself that he believed.
That is,
and that's what he was doing.
That's like your opinion, dude.
What?
No, he was.
No, I think that's a perspective. If
Well,
you think that's what blind faith is.
We have
okay.
a lot of weird conversations going on right now.
No. I'm trying to see.
Brought up.
Oof. Okay,
that's your that is a perspective that I accept, but that is still your perspective of that scene.
What's your perspective of that scene?
He had to have faith before he could see faith in action.
I view it more as the atheist starting to see something miraculous and working through all of his belief structures and realizing that he can't, like everything that, like there's just something in this world that you can't explain. So then all of a sudden he starts believing. Like that would probably be where your atheist route actually comes in. The person that doesn't believe tries to find all the like logical explanations for every little thing, and then finally finds the moment that all of your logical explanations just can't explain it. So then you start going like the only thing that makes sense is faith.
Yep.
Is what causes the bell to ring.
Yeah, like that could be perceived in different ways. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this movie has a lot of interesting themes in general that could be perceived in different ways.
We're just gonna sit back and relax for a little bit because
there was. I can kind of see where you're coming from. I just feel like when he the bell fell off and he's got the bell, and he's like, I believe, and it just felt like he was trying to force himself into it, and not so much like he was trying to like convince himself.
Well, no, he didn't have faith, so he needed to take a leap of faith to then have faith.
Well, he didn't believe. That's the thing. Like
he didn't believe.
He hasn't
There's a
believed
part of
this
me that
entire
wishes
time.
Sam was here now.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Well, no, he'd be shitting on this movie all day.
No, because it's because Sam thinks that like faith is required for life.
Faith oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Faith is required for life, and he's there. He's sitting there. He doesn't believe. He doesn't have faith. He doesn't, even though it's all staring him in the face. Everything's staring in his face. Everybody's reacting to it. He doesn't, and he really desperately wants to. He's trying to find the way to get it to actually work, and to actually have faith. And that's the whole. If you want to do the whole Christianity thing, the little kid's the atheist the entire time. Not the hobo. The kid's the atheist who just doesn't believe in it, does all the whole logical explanations because he's the one that's ruining it for his sister. And all that stuff.
He's saying the hobo is saying you're a doubter, just like me. We are the hobo is saying we are the same.
Oh,
he's an older version of him.
No, the hobo was the older version of him. Yes.
Yeah, the older version of him who never actually believed. He never believed. Even more so, he saved Christmas without believing because he said, "Yeah, your faith, your belief didn't save Christmas. I did. I saved the train conductor twice. I did that. Your God didn't do that." That's who he is.
Where's your Messiah now?
The train conductor, remember he said he fell off the train one time.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually fall off. And then there was a second time where he falls off and he's grabbing the little black girl. The hobo grabs the train conductor and saves both of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he still claims himself to be a doubter. He's like basically Golem. That's
Well,
like the
no,
best.
but he's not doing like he says the doubter stuff when he's pretending to be Scrooge.
He says
Please
it
stop
the
saying
whole time.
Golem.
It's the reason why he
Golem is-
makes him drink coffee instead of hot cocoa. Like he wants him to grow
But
up.
coffee's better.
Keeps trying to give him coffee and he doesn't like it.
Coffee's
he
better.
Again, I think Shock looked deeper into this movie than I ever have.
How many times have you watched this movie?
More than you guys, honestly.
You know what?
Twice.
I could totally see the coffee thing where it's kind of like trying to make him grow up type thing.
Well, grow up. You don't need to
I've
believe
never
in
looked
Santa.
at-
Grow up. Drink coffee, but he doesn't like
I've
it.
never looked at the hobo as like being an older representation of himself. I've always viewed the hobo as just being a piece of like the spirit of Christmas and the ideas of Christmas, just riding along on the train. Like the whole train itself is like the spirit of Christmas and just coming down to help people out when they need it.
Well, whether he wants to believe or not, like you said, it's true. He is a part of it, whether he likes it or not, whether he wants to admit it or not. But he continues to doubt it. And he keeps telling the kid, because they're the same person. You're a doubter, just like me. And then he keeps leaving him. But he wants to help him out.
The problem,
That's
the problem,
the retarded part to me.
well, the problem with your thing is like he specifically says seeing is believing. Like he's the one that begins like this whole notion of like magic in the world. It wasn't a conductor, it was the hobo.
You don't need to see to believe. That's what faith is. And so when the kid had the jingle bell, he couldn't see Santa, he couldn't hear the bell. So he had to take a leap of faith to then hear the bell before he could see Santa.
Yeah, and that's like I said, that's the stupidest fucking thing of the movie is the kid doesn't believe in Santa. How many a train pulls up in the middle of your fucking road where there's no track? You'd be like, okay, how the hell did that happen? All the stuff that's happening, the train somehow not crashing, the freaking all the magical shit he sees before he sees Santa, even the reindeers, bouncing up and down and like floating and them having to hold them down, finding elves and shit. All that stuff he still doesn't believe. He doesn't believe until that last minute. Like you would have had me after the train. Like I said, the train come down the middle of the road. I'd be like, okay, I'll believe him. Whatever the fuck you say. That's
why I say you can't just blindly watch this movie without understanding the deep themes that it goes over.
Kids are easily. You show them even the smallest magic trick, they'll believe in magic. Any adult would know it's a fake. No, he's pocketing it. Kids will believe it because they're easily believed. So he's still a kid. He would believe. With not that much work.
He's not like normal kids. He's the kid that's at a much young age already deducing that Santa can't possibly exist. So
he's 10.
It's the idea. Yeah, he's 10.
It doesn't.
It's the idea. Like the atheist thing
didn't exist when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah,
10.
we're dealing with an atheist essentially here. If we're using Shock's whole analogy, that it doesn't matter how many times you show them something miraculous or something. They'll try to find a way to logic their way out of it instead of accepting something that they can't.
You're assuming you're atheist. You're trying to attribute this to an adult who is stubborn asshole sometimes and don't fucking. This is a kid. I don't care if he's 10. It wouldn't take much to make him go, okay, maybe I should rethink this whole not believing in Santa. He wouldn't hold to it that severely if he was, like I said, seeing all these magical things happen.
You know what?
I just don't believe
cop
that.
out was for that devil. He thought he was dreaming the whole time until he got to the North Pole.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There you go.
Yeah, he has to wake up a couple times.
Yeah. He thought he was dreaming the whole time, so your thing doesn't really work. He was actually trying to figure out how to make this stuff work logically.
Well, then he wouldn't believe in the end anyway.
But then
because
everything's
if he
happening
he was
all
dreaming, then he would just be like, Santa doesn't exist because I'm still dreaming. He would still believe that everything's fake.
Seeing is believing. And then
has
when
to
he
believe
woke
to
up the
hear
next
the
day,
bell.
he thought it was a dream. Until he saw the package. He was like, this is all
if
real.
the dream was saying, if knowing or thinking it was a dream was preventing him from believing in Santa, then he wouldn't have believed at the end because he'd still be believing the same thing, that it's a damn dream. So you're kind of contradicting yourself there.
I don't think you're actually listening. I think you're just finding a reason to hate it.
Well,
That doesn't even make
because I
sense.
don't hate the movie. I don't hate the movie. I hate that idea of it is that it doesn't make sense to me. But I've said back when the movie we were judging it that it's not the worst movie.
But
I'm not a hater of it.
why
I
do
just,
you like
it's
it
not my
then?
favorite.
No, the problem with your
I don't necessarily like it. I just think it's an average
Yeah.
movie. It just
Devil,
I don't
Devil,
watch
the problem
it.
with your
It just
logic
because
though
I
is
haven't
that
met other ones.
you're imposing like a position on a kid that the kid does not have. You're
Well-
saying, well, he's just a dumb kid, but the show obviously the movie tells you that he's not just a dumb kid. He's actually
No.
smart and he's.
I never say it's
But
them
you're
kid.
saying that
Kids are easily manipulated.
Yeah.
They, like I said, you show them a magic trick, they say,
But this is
magic
not the
exists.
normal kid.
Kids can't reason out these things. When you're an adult, you can reason stuff out and you have to be convinced of stuff. Kids, sometimes you just have to show them
See,
the
this is what
smallest
I was-
little thing and they'll
So,
believe in
and
This
then-
is what I'm pointing out.
It's
though.
the
You're-
reason kids are taken
you're
advantage of by
attaching something onto
evil people.
You're attaching an outside element onto the kid.
Yes,
No,
you know
no,
this kid better than
Devil,
anyone.
shut
He is a
up.
genius kid. He is
Hold
way
on.
far
There's
beyond
no
that.
reason-
Or maybe this movie just makes no fucking
breaks
sense.
up your contradiction there because you're already saying he's not a normal kid. He's already smarter than everybody else. He's already cynical. He's too
No,
young
I'm
to be
saying that's what
cynical.
you
No, that's
think.
what the movie even tells you. Shut up for one.
He's
Shut
a-
the
I
fuck
have-
up,
when
because
did they
you're saying
say
something
he's
I have
smarter
the
than
resolution
everyone?
of this misunderstanding here, this miscommunication, whatever you want to call it.
Well, no, he's
Yeah,
applying
so the-
something
the-
that
the-
the movie doesn't even
the
say.
reason why-
No, I'm
The
not.
reason why
You are.
we already covered it.
You
The
are.
reason why none of the other stuff that he was going through, like the fact that he was even on a train that said that he was going to the North Pole, didn't automatically just convince him right then and there, is because he thought he was dreaming. And there is an argument to be made that the idea of it just all being a dream is nothing more than plot armor.
Plot armor.
Kind of.
I think Devil's position kind of like is kind of my point. I think if you don't understand or appreciate those kind of like themes of faith, there's no reason to enjoy this movie on its own standalone value.
I could see that.
That was my big point. Like if you're atheist, I think you should not like this movie. It should not appeal to you. Because it is a wacky, boring.
I don't know if you could do that because it's all about the spirits of Christmas and the ideals of Christmas and the magic of Christmas.
Right. And you could be a big Christmas nerd and not believe in a God or whatever.
Yeah, but like atheists don't believe in the spirit of Christmas being some like Holy Spirit of faith that just makes people, you know what I mean?
No,
They
they believe in the commercialness of Christmas.
Yeah. It's just the festive that.
And actually, I think a lot of atheists might be anti-commercial Christmas too.
Think so?
As like the person who did not see this as a child.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So here's the old man take on it. The theme is simple. Obviously, the theme of belief, and I remember this because I watched Charlie Brown Christmas. I also remember watching The Great Pumpkin. But Charlie Brown Christmas to me is honestly a little more effective to me. I think for me, the thing that's the thing that stood out because we watched it last night, and Heather's like, "This is a fucking stoner movie," and even she's like, "What is wrong with the faces? What is that called?" And I had to explain what the uncanny valley was.
Yep.
It is disturbing, and I think that adds an element of creepiness to it, which is why I think it has negative feelings to it. I think the elements of creepiness infect a person's viewing of the film to get distracted from what the message is. The message is belief, obviously, and the concept of faith. I mean, anyone who follows any religion, me personally, I don't go to church. I do consider myself a Christian, and I always have doubts. And I think the element of faith is having doubts and then coming back to faith.
Yeah.
That for me is where I find my faith.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I don't necessarily know that blind faith is a good thing. I think sometimes, in my mind, God wants us to question reality. God wants to question us to question certain things.
He says
so from that aspect, I get that from the story. What it's trying to say. But it's the other thing that distracted me is it's almost like a Greek poem in the sense of you don't know any of the characters. It's more symbology and archetypal characters rather than story characters. What's the name of the kid? He's listed as hero boy, hero girl, lonely guy, know-it-all. This
I called him Adam. He reminded me of Adam.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I went and looked at like the cast, and like obviously they did motion capture, and Tom Hanks is the conductor and everything. He's also saying a bunch of other characters.
He's such a good voice actor, man.
The guy playing the know-it-all played the nerd in so many movies. I mean, when I went and saw him, I'm like, oh, I know this dude from back in the 80s movies. But yeah, for me, that distraction, like, I don't know who anyone is. I don't know what anyone thinks.
Yeah.
I don't know why that.
Exactly.
And that for me is what I was missing in this. I mean,
it's not character driven. It's very theme driven.
And I think that may be a bit of a problem because it doesn't really draw you in. The theme is basic and everything. And guess what? You can get that by going to church. You can get that by other readings. So when you have the distraction of the awkward CGI effects, which of course was remarkable at the time,
right?
But also unnerving. Some horror aspects of like, oh my God, this is what kids are going through. And I'm now living this now watching Skeleton Crew. Like, why are kids being subjected to these horrors? I'm like, oh shit, I watched Goonies as a kid. How many times did Short Round almost get killed in Temple of Doom? But it distracts from what the overall message is. The message is fine. I think the message is a good message about belief and the magic of being a kid and believing in Santa. And how that, honestly, I kind of identified more with the parents, even though I don't have kids. The parents are lamenting at the beginning. The parents are lamenting that their kids are losing magic. Christmas is, of course, kids love Christmas, but there's something for parents, I think, when you now have kids and you get to relive that magic again.
Yeah,
you get to have that back. I mean, like if I had kids when I was 40, I wouldn't have had that experience for 30 years, but you get to relive it. That's when my friends that have kids, they love Christmas morning with their kids because they get to feel that again. They get to see the excitement of the kids. And that to me spoke. I'm like, God damn it. And again, like, I'm getting old. 52 in 2 weeks. Fuck. That sucks.
Brad
but it's like,
his wire spool.
Yeah, I'm getting down the end of my wire spool. But like that little, it's little that like stuck to me. The unnervingness of the animation is affecting. The message is fine. I just think it could have been done more effective.
Did you know when they punched the B in the ticket that I was going to say believe?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That
was great.
But I don't think a kid would necessarily know.
I thought the kid with the L was gonna have liar punched into his ticket.
They should have.
Yeah, and I did not see this when this came out. I don't think I ever saw it. I don't remember actually ever watching this until the other night. And again, because it came out, I was 31 years old. Why am I going to go to this?
Yeah.
I
didn't see it until I was an adult. I'm pretty sure the first time.
I saw it in theaters opening weekend.
Oh wow,
like 20 something maybe.
Yeah, I saw Star Wars in September '77. It was still a kids movie back then.
PG hit harder in the 70s. I feel.
Oh yeah,
Sharks eat people.
Every movie had a
crying
bitch
out
line.
loud. Gremlins is G.
Oh, I watched Gremlins too.
Hey, Temple of Doom was PG. That's what started PG-13. Temple of Doom.
It should be rated N-17 for Kathleen Kennedy's in the background dancing.
So I have a question for all of you because apparently I'll just defend this movie all day and night.
You can.
Do you have a better standing for Polar Express, and it's not pure garbage?
Oh, I don't think it's pure garbage.
Appreciation, huh?
I don't think it's pure garbage at all. I'm fine with the message. I just don't think it's well executed.
I think it's well executed, and I understand why people don't like it. And I'm not going to convince people to like it because it makes sense why most people don't like it. But I understand it's a good movie.
I think a lot of people like giving Dermy shit.
That too.
The one moment where we don't have to give shit. What's the actual opinions?
I'm giving it a C.
Like I said, I think
it would get a C plus if it wasn't for the animation,
which at the time was well above everything and actually spearheaded the way for some.
But even though it was technologically advanced, doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, I'm playing The Witcher 1, and I can't
dealing
defend
with a lot
that
of that,
game.
even though it's technologically advanced, doesn't mean it was good right now. Hello, AI and robots.
I'm sorry, Tron was not a good movie when it came out, guys.
What? Tron's awesome.
Now it's awesome. Tron was not a good.
The very first one's great.
I love Tron from the very beginning,
dude. Tron's
No,
awesome.
I saw it in the theater, guys.
To that point,
on
I've
Blu-ray.
tried to watch Tron. I can't.
It's so good. Oh,
I like it now, but as when it came out, I didn't.
That's
can't watch it
weak.
either. It's corny.
So dated. And I guess if I have to say,
Thank
you know what, I understand why people don't like the animation and Polar Express, even though I fucking love it. It's the same reason I can't watch Tron. It's so it's too dated even for me. And I'm a guy that
Tron is another trippy movie. That's a movie you need to be high watching probably too. But you know, the concept is really good. I mean, the concept is really good.
Gal, it's okay. You can be wrong. You're not on here to try to fight us, and you didn't watch the movie, so.
Oh wait, so Jeremy, did you read the book?
Like I said,
yeah.
Okay.
It was so we went to go see it. Like me, I saw it for like with school. It was our Christmas thing. Like it all came out at perfect time. We read the book before we went to go to the theater. We went to the theater. We saw the movie.
That's cool. Yeah, you need to be. You can't just randomly watch this movie and appreciate. You know, what I mean?
I do have a serious connection.
You have a very deep connection.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I really.
I've never read the book. Never had anything to do with the book.
Yeah, see, like what Prof was saying just there.
Yeah.
I think that's a key.
Interesting.
And then Kel asks a good question. Would it be a better movie if it was live action instead of terrible CGI?
Interesting.
Possibly.
Can Tom Hanks play all those roles if it's not CGI?
Not nowadays. No, God, no. Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
Tom Hanks even in the country now.
He hasn't been in the country for a long time.
Yeah. He's concerned.
I think it would, but
you would have to have different actors for everybody.
I think you can do it.
Yeah.
So who would you cast as Hero Boy? Who would you cast as conductor?
Because Timothée Chalamet.
Well, I hate
Dermy is obviously the know-it-all.
Yeah.
Because
No, it's Adam.
Gal's trying to pass on opinions that aren't even hers.
What did she say?
I was told it was shitty way before I knew Dermy.
Oh, she's actually calling out what I said. She said I was told it was shit before I knew Dermy, so normal people aren't saying it's just too annoying.
I am not
Have you seen the
convincing
movie,
anyone
Gal?
to like the movie.
Have you seen the movie?
We're gonna wait
She's
for
seen
her to
one or
talk.
two-
No. I'm
knew what you said.
catching,
No,
catching up with chat myself. Did you see the poem his stairs had for him? Oh yes, we all saw the
No,
poem.
we don't.
all
We're
heard
not
the
talking about
poem.
that, Prof.
So okay, I did watch another movie yesterday. I watched Die Hard.
Me too.
All right, we're gonna have the discussion.
Yes.
Who
Who disagrees?
I have another point to make.
Oh God, please don't.
I'm good. I'm sorry.
What's your point
I
to
will
make?
lose so much credit.
If we are going to consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, I officially nominate Lethal Weapon as a Christmas movie.
Oh, you're
hold on. I hate when people do that. The only way it's a Christmas movie is if Christmas is essential to the story. That's not the way it is in Lethal Weapon.
How is it
Lethal
essential
Weapon
to Die
takes
Hard?
place at Christmas, but Christmas because he's there only because it's Christmas. That's why he traveled there. That's what they were using as cover for the thing. They couldn't do that heist any other time. But
Dude, there's so many one-liners that involve Christmas. I have a machine gun. Ho ho ho.
I had to have this whole.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have probably seen the argument I've been having all fucking month with Alf over Rambo. I had to have the same argument that Brad's trying to bring up with Lethal Weapon with my dad yesterday, saying, well, I mean, if Die Hard's a freaking Christmas movie, then obviously Rambo's a Christmas movie. It's like, no.
Because it's not essential to the story. You could have that happen at another time easy.
They just take place on Christmas, whereas with Die Hard, Christmas is in.
What if you'd gone there? What if it was Thanksgiving?
Well, that's not Die Hard now, is it?
Well, okay, no. If it was Thanksgiving, then it wouldn't be a Christmas.
There's no Thanksgiving parties at
sure.
We have one.
Christmas.
There could be a Thanksgiving party in an office. Sure.
Yeah.
No office shuts down and has everyone come in and drink and shit on Thanksgiving.
Your better argument would be a New Year's party.
But even that's retarded.
But even then,
yeah, New Year's
is still leftover Christmas. Like,
yeah.
The lights are still up.
Could we have Jordan Peele remake Die Hard around Kwanzaa?
It will fail.
Say something. That would be awful. I'd hate you if he actually did that. I hate you so bad.
Brad. Okay,
I think we need that. We need Kwanzaa hard.
No, shut the fuck up.
So many problems. Go ahead.
Here's the problem with Brad. Okay, he puts stuff out into the ether that is just chaos and evil, and that we don't want in this world. But he adds it into the ether, and now I'm scared that somebody's actually going to be watching.
I already have an idea.
Jordan Peele's actually watching this. I
already have an idea.
That's a smart movie.
No, yeah, Die Hard Kwanzaa is basically the Asians invade Wakanda, and they do a heist in Wakanda, and they take off their lithium.
Oh, that would be called Black Panther for Wakanda Forever. Except it weren't the Asians, it was the Mexicans.
Oh yeah, the Mexicans came in. The wet ones came
in. They had water dripping off the back of their skin.
Hell, you might be right that they were celebrating closing a deal and they turned it into a Christmas party, but it's still taking place on Christmas, and he's still showing up because of Christmas to reunite with his family. It's all centered around Christmas. Everything was working because of Christmas.
There's so many Christmas tie-ins in that movie.
Yeah. Not to mention, it happens because if they're closing,
he uses gift wrapping.
If you're closing
to kill the main villain,
yeah. If you're closing a deal like that, there might be like 3 or 4 execs in there. There wouldn't be a party. They needed the hostages. The only way they get the hostages is by having a Christmas party where there's a bunch of people there and very low security.
No one's working.
Not the whole building.
The only cops are working or the fat desk jockey.
Literally just devil advocating right now.
I know you are. And I was the one who devil. We're all doing it. I was the one who 2 weeks ago actually said that I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I was actually convinced within like the first 10 minutes of the movie.
There you go.
Because I had never watched it with the intention of looking at it.
I've never not watched it in December or January.
I'm responding to Kel. No, John McCain would not be there. But McCain
wasn't there.
John McClane would not be there regardless.
He fought off POWs to get there.
He was going to visit his family for Christmas. He was going to reconnect on Christmas. The whole plot was to connect on Christmas.
Well, he didn't even want to go there. He has to work, but he just wants to see his kids.
Yeah, it was for Christmas. He would not have been there regardless. He would have been working.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another very serious question. Does this kneading of the toes against the rug, does this help? You remember this scene where he's like has a problem flying and he gets out the plane and he like curls his toes on the floor?
That was some random thing he got from that dude on the plane.
Yeah, on the plane. Says the way to get rid of stress is to take off your shoes and curl your toes with the carpet.
I guess your feet kind of inflate while you're in the air. So
that is true. I was awful when I got off the plane from Italy.
It's like using a stress ball. It's the same theory as using a stress ball. You're kind of
trying to like clench
like
and release.
Cat does this. You're doing that, but with your toes,
like the cats, right? Yeah.
Kel, they were separated
like a cat.
It doesn't matter if his wife was
that's why she went by Gennaro, not McClane.
Yep, he went by her other last name.
Yeah, he was pissed about that. Yeah, that she was going by her maiden name
until the end.
So regardless of whether it was a Christmas party or not, he would have attended because of his wife.
No, he wouldn't.
No, he didn't want to go.
No, he wouldn't.
He wanted to see his kids.
Yeah.
And did he want to try to reconnect with his wife?
Yeah.
And then they did in Die Hard 2.
Surprised that he was there to begin with. She was shocked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what he said.
Well, he didn't know if he would stay. He told the limo driver to stay.
Right, because he might be going to stay at a.
Is that Argyle?
At
Is
a
that the
hotel.
limo driver?
Argyle. Yep.
He was gonna go stay at a hotel or something. She's the one that offers him to stay at the house. He was showing up to meet the kids and to celebrate Christmas with the kids. That's the whole reason he showed up. Not they were separated. Separated doesn't mean she's not his wife. No, they were separated. She
No.
was going by his maiden name. That's a point of the movie.
Yeah, but they weren't divorced, so technically they were still married.
That's an actual plot in the movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go either way.
But you can be separated and not divorced. You could be going.
No,
through the
that's what I mean. Yeah, because that just means you're not living together. You're not together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, dude, are you scratching? Get out the door.
Separated doesn't mean she's not his wife. If he wanted to reconcile,
yes,
would have attended.
But the point is that he's doing it on Christmas.
He
At
was
a Christmas
He
party.
was putting in an effort to mend the marriage by being there. You know that you're not wrong.
You're not wrong, but
At
you're
the
leaving out the
Christmas
reason
party.
he's going.
Well, no, he's right.
He wasn't even. He wasn't going because he was going to see her at the Christmas party. Yeah, but it wasn't.
So-
he was going for his family, not for
Now-
the
That's why he went to a Christmas party.
Now Kratos is out there saying, I haven't heard his entire thought behind this, but he thinks that there should be categories, subcategories. of
I've
Christmas
heard his
movies.
thoughts, and it gets love Kratos, but the supertism shows up.
Well,
sometimes.
yeah. Yes, exactly.
I love people with tisms. I got the tism.
Me too.
His tism, when his tism gets activated, it's supertism, and it's like you have to do the work to actually try to help him out because his tism's on over.
I don't
overload.
think action Christmas movies work. I genuinely don't like them. Die Hard is a huge exception. It is its own genre to me.
Well,
have any of you seen?
So real quick, I can explain Kratos's thought process. His idea is there's movies that like Rambo and Lethal Weapon, they take place on Christmas and people call Christmas movies. Then there's movies like Harry Potter, which, let's be real honest here, they're winter movies. They're not Christmas movies. There's only like maybe
they're a whole year.
there's only like 3 movies that actually have an actual point in the movie that matters about Christmas or has anything to do with Christmas.
Yeah, the first
But in
one,
reality,
the second one.
and there was another one. We went through it. That there's only a handful that actually like Christmas is a main, at least a main point
That
for
is
a
all.
little while. Kratos is wrong. That is all. No, but
Women.
he was going
talking,
through the whole thought process and also trying to do like
I know.
he was trying to do like Die Hard and have it worked out. So he was coming up with essentially 3 categories. He was trying to do 4, but the 4th one is movies you watch on Christmas, like Lord of the Rings. But so I got him to ditch the 4th.
Well, that's entirely different.
Yeah, that's entirely different.
It's just two categories. Then
No,
which
I
can't
would agree
argue.
that it's 3 categories. There's the movies that Christmas is like it's taking place on Christmas, but has nothing to
But
do
a
with Christmas.
theme.
No, like so the lowest rung is your Lethal
Okay.
Weapons. Okay.
Okay.
Then you get your Die Hards, and then you get your Polar Expresses.
Okay.
So
or Christmas Vacation.
Christmas is like
Christmas
somewhere
Story.
So your bottom
Christmas
rung is it's
Vacation's
just
better
taking
than
place
all of
on Christmas, but has nothing to do with Christmas. Your middle rung is
Okay,
more
I
like Die
agree.
Hard, where people have these arguments: is it a Christmas movie? Is it not?
It's pretty abstract.
And then you get your Polar Expresses, where the whole thing is freaking about Christmas. It's like
Yeah.
your stereotypical Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers, your Christmas Vacations, your
Yay.
movies like that. That this is Christmas.
Ralphie and the Red Rider.
So
Yeah.
now Kel brings up this point here. He says if the party was in July, he would have gone and tried and fix his marriage with his wife.
If it's a
I
4th
don't
of
know that.
July movie, then sure, it's a 4th of July movie.
And I exactly that this does not mean that just because this is true does not mean Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I do believe there is a Die Hard 4th of July movie, and it's Live Free, Die Hard.
Did that happen?
There's also Independence Day.
Yes, but that
I'm really sad that they didn't do the Fast and the Furious. Too Hard to Die. That should have been the sequel.
Has anyone here seen The Long Kiss Goodnight?
No.
Oh, isn't that
Wait,
with
how is it-
Sam Jackson and Gina Davis?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like a
Gal-
spy thing or something, or she's an assassin.
Can we just point out how Gal's just like being a Debbie Downer in our chat and isn't even bothering to come on stream? Like, what the hell?
She's probably tired. She had to watch her
I
vampire
don't give a
porno.
shit. I don't give a shit.
She just dunked and pumped and dumped on Kratos and Kel.
Wait, how is Live for Your Die Hard? Live for Your Die Hard a 4th of July?
I don't know.
movie? It's in
I
Russia.
just pulled. I thought because it was in the summer. I don't know. I just
Is
think
it
it should.
fresh?
No,
Wait,
that
is
was a Die Hard with a Vengeance with Sam Jackson.
What was the one with Justin Long?
Oh God, I don't remember.
That is Live for Your Die Hard.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Was that the one
I
where
wanna
he
see
has the
those all
sign in New
once.
York?
No, that was with Sam Jackson.
Die Hard with a
Fred
Vengeance.
Claus is great.
Die
I
Hard
love
with a
Fred
Vengeance
Claus.
is the one in New York.
I don't think I've
The
seen
Santa
Live for Your
Claus
Die Hard.
is a Christmas movie. There you go.
Is it
I
underrated?
haven't seen
I
Fred
thought it was-
Claus. I don't know what
Fred
Fred.
Claus.
You've never
Fred Claus
seen
is
it?
decent.
Fred Claus is with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
fun.
it's actually a decent
He's like-
movie.
He's actually like his
He's
you know,
Santa
Black Sheep
Claus's
brother.
brother. He's
Black
Santa
Sheep
Claus's
brother.
and he's a drunk piece of shit. It's
Yeah,
Lawyers
it's
are
like
trying to take over
Jimmy
the North
Carter and
Pole.
his brother.
It's Santa's actually real, and it's just modern New York. It's great.
Have any of you guys seen
Lawyers are
Elf?
trying to take over the North Pole. That's the greatest part about it because lawyers are awful.
Yes, that's right, Gal. It is the hacker one. This is after number 3. It went off the trails. Racks, right?
Yeah.
Gal
the rails,
likes Live
the-
Free Die
the
Hard.
track
so-
rails.
Yeah, she likes the 4th.
The 5th is god awful.
I don't
not seen
remember.
it.
I might have to. Just
His
go back
son
and
is
watch
like an
all of it.
adult.
I
They're in
remember
Russia.
that part. Yeah.
I remember that point.
Oh,
when
dude,
when
is-
that happened, I kind of like combined Die Hard with Hostage. Like, you guys remember Hostage? Where like his family's like stuck in a house.
I'm just thinking
No,
of Taken.
the only Ha movie I know about is Hostel, and I love it.
No, not Hostage.
Oh,
Hostage, I thought that wasn't that the one with Nicolas Cage?
Maybe it's called something else.
Hostage?
no, it's with I forgot his name. Hold on.
It's Bruce Wayne with the family, and it's a Die Hard like situation, but
Bruce
it's called
Willis,
something
yeah.
else.
Gal didn't see the 5th one.
Damn it, I forgot what I was gonna ask.
Me too.
Gal doesn't love us, is all we were learning about this. I mean, she could come on and yell at us.
Yeah. Play
Jai
Overcooked with
Courtney.
us.
That was it. Jai Courtney played Bruce Willis's son in A Good Day to Die Hard. The line was "Yippee-ki-yay, Mother Russia."
Oh,
Oh,
God,
God.
that sounds
Oh,
awful.
Yeah.
That is terrible.
Jesus Christ.
It's 9 for me, guys. I'm gonna dip
Hey,
out.
man.
It's 11:02 and I'm exhausted.
Yep, I think it's time to just wrap it up. Devil, how about you give us an outro and we'll go from there.
Check me out on Beelzebub over here on Beelzehub. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do for now because my schedule's changing again and I'm going to be working overtime and stuff. So everything's up in the air, what I'm going to be able to be doing here.
Thanks for coming in tonight.
Check out.
Wasn't expecting it.
Oh, no problem, man. I wish my schedule wasn't changing so I could continue. Unfortunately, like I said, till that clears up again, you'll see me here and there.
No worries. Shaka Zulu, do
right.
your favorite thing.
Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
And there we have it. Everyone goes up to Shock. Mr. Duke Devil, what have you got going on?
Next week, I will be joining Joker's Voice, Ego, and Matt when we return to doing our weekly WWE show, Wednesday Night Overbooked. I'll be back here next week. Wait a minute. What the hell is next? Is it Wednesday? I'm trying to remember what the days are. Is it New Year's Eve? I don't remember what the hell's going on next week.
New Year's is Wednesday.
New Year's
Yes,
is
all right, so we'll be
Wednesday.
back on next week.
Stupid.
But other than that, I'm going to be seeking some volunteers to start watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine with me in the next week or two, because I'm not going to do a live show. I'm going to do a panel watch and edit it so we can avoid copyright problems. but I'm looking for 2 or 3 people who are not huge Star Trek fans who want to join in and want to start watching some Star Trek with me.
Don't look at me. I really don't like Star Trek. It's a slog.
I love Star Trek. I'm taking my time with the original series. I bought the Blu-ray box set.
You got to come in and watch DS9.
I would love to.
I get so bored watching Star Trek.
It's so good. What do you mean? It's so good. The first episode of the original series is amazing.
Star Trek.
We have to. We'll talk later,
Shock,
Shock, about what you think the first episode is.
Deep Space Nine's the best. Like
I don't connect well with Star Trek. I just get so fucking bored the entire
and that Bones has a bone.
Okay, the Man Trap, the actual first one that premiered. Yes, you have it correct now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
box set. It's great.
September 8th, 1966.
Anyways, is it my turn?
Yes, go, Dermy.
Hi, I'm DermyWermy of DermyWermy. Please check us out tomorrow night and bring your pocketbooks because we got the melees coming on for Ball Busters, and it's going to be a drinking stream. $30 and up, and we take shots.
Hold on.
You guys still owe like 100
No,
shots,
that all
don't
got
you?
converted to squats and cookies.
Yeah, we worked it out.
Let me see if I got my bonus.
I agree with Jay.
Yeah, $30 and up, we will be taking shots. So get your pocketbooks ready if you want to try to get Hiccup Dermy to return. And then Saturday, I might try out some Stellaris. I still need to get Dark Tide or whichever one that they
Tide, whatever it is, yeah.
Yeah, whichever one it is.
Dark Tide's so
downloaded.
fun.
I need to get that one downloaded, but we are Adam's trying to get us to do a Stellaris thing, so I might
Make sure you play the big ogre guy because we need
that's
more
what I
of
was
those.
told. That's
Good.
what I was told to do in Dark Tide, to play the big ogre guy.
Hell yeah.
Then obviously next week it's going to be more like this week, where videos where I can. I am doing a New Year's Eve stream, so check that one out. So we'll figure something out there, and yeah. In the meantime, I don't have anybody to say fuck you. So love you, Shaq.
Love you too.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Polar
No one
Express.
wants to tune in for that stream.
But it's
No one's going to the jerking stream. All right.
Well, I mean, that's the stream. God damn it. I almost
That's
said
the
it.
Rumble stream.
By the way, thoughts and prayers to Cloud.
Yes, thoughts and prayers to Cloud. He had to go do something at the hospital for his.
Oh shoot! I didn't hear.
Pray for our little buddy.
You okay?
You're in the DM room, Shock.
I've been busy.
But he didn't. He didn't announce what was going on today in the DM room. From what I saw, I saw the tweet.
Wait.
Shout
You
out
didn't
to
see the tweet. I'm not
Cloud.
going to say. Well, I'll tell you in the back. Anyways, thoughts and prayers for Cloud.
Prayers for Cloud.
I mean, he did tweet it. He said he was going into surgery earlier. So,
damn.
This was a few hours ago, like 6 or 8 hours ago.
Oh,
I didn't. Yeah, I thought he did. I don't know if he put it in the BB room or not, but I didn't see anything. He tweeted it out. It's surgery for something going on with his gallbladder. Hopefully, I'm sure all is well. Drink water, bro.
And jerk off more.
Stay hydrated. Don't do that.
About the gallbladder.
Not how that works.
Let's see. What do I got going on? We got Ball Busters tomorrow night. We've got Saturday Chatterday on Saturday. And then Monday Night Bloodbath, where we'll probably go more in depth about this Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy bullshit. And then, there's New Year's Eve. I'll probably be on some sort of New Year's Eve stream somewhere.
I forgot to mention something.
Your mom.
Saturday is also the return of Doctor Who Cares reviews.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Nice.
And it really, who cares?
Yeah, nobody's gonna care about this
Bring
one. I have a
tissues.
video coming out tomorrow about it.
Bring tissues for the star of the show.
But yeah, and then next Thursday we'll be back for the first episode of 2025. We are coming up on the 2 years of this show. I think
Wow.
I'll have to look into that. But yeah, everyone, thanks for watching. Weasel, Kel, Gal, Maximus Retardus. That was a new name I had not seen here before. Forking Around, Paul Hadouken, Savage Dad, Sam, Weasel, Alf, Joker's Voice, Dom H. Thank you all. We'll see you. Well, we'll probably see a lot of you tomorrow over on Dermy's channel.
Cheers.
Bye.
Wow.